Well, good day, footy fans, and welcome to Lark's Reserve, round 7 of the Adelaide Footy League Division 1 season. Yes, round 7. The season's starting to take shape. What's clearly evident so far, today's match, it pits two premiership contenders going head-to-head. Coming up, it's the defending champions. Thanks to Phil. This is the Adelaide Footy League. The band.
The voice of the Adelaide Footy League, Tommy Javua. What a dynamic duo, and what a dynamic duo good out here. The reigning premiers Port District coming off 3 straight wins. Glenunga undefeated on the top. This isn't game of the round, Stream Team game of the round. This is Stream Team game of the year.
I'm going to put an asterisk and say thus far, but you're right. It does put up two teams in really good form. Glenunga undefeated. Look at their record for District, their last 3. Just to fill viewers in on what happened earlier today in the Seas, Port District multiple winners by 68 points. And a real humding of a reserves game. Glenunga getting up more accurate. Not 458 defeating Port District 7-13-55. Win by 3 points. With the ball, Siren 30 minutes out for Port to goal. Speaking about District, putting goes back 1870, December 4 season they just had an league. Exeter continue the streak. Top 19 Prims they played just Port District 1992 was last season at the A grade level. No man's land the previous 9 since 6th or 7th, and then this year really came good. 15-5 record, winning the grand final as Prince Alfred of Collegians. This season, TA built a slow up. Probably the shocker there was to Sacred at home by 4 points. We saw him against Prince Alfred examined by home Dimitri last week. The premiers are back and on song.
The Sacred didn't expect him to round 1. Sacred
the selections usually suspect Sam, who has a shot full of dart. Feeney, boys are to watch. Cooper Gaffney, one of my favourites with the love line.
It's a church mouse, so let me just speak to play. Coming back, maybe have
the division shakers, one of them liquid tag. The Glenunga Rams all season. Another thing that's gone through the breadth of the Adelaide Footy League, starting at Adelaide Park, this league in 96. They played in Division 1, 7, 9, 16 with the 8 flag. Huge junior program. Teaching you a bit of your time in there. Club on the rise. Now they're leading the top division.
Yeah, they've just been having a battle away. Strong start, quite slow built foundation, you like, but
Phil Calm and Glenunga.
something along those lines, mate. For them, great things. Injury, able as a soldiers, not about dynamic playing slow.
Now, this is just said, all wins of course. My question is also play. They can teach you how to put it in but they haven't played 3 teams at top. Put to the collegians that sitting in next week, and this thing's at heart. We're going to get a really long Glenunga by the
yeah, they can get into that place. Still would have got done.
Teams, so how many monkeys did they just won?
One.
We had 4 weeks to go. Just one. We've got a toss in the middle. Glenunga on the toss, kicking to the Exeter end, as opposed to the North Haven end.
That'd be the right of screen.
The right of screen is the Exeter end, correct?
I did on the court is back to footage, and I click my fingers, things go up. And I thank Tommy and all the team. Welcome back, mate. How was the holiday? Things up. Shut up and do your job.
Well, Tommy also has put together our introduction as well. It's pretty swish with all the teams doing stuff.
I want to talk about the midfield battle because that's
okay.
So Kurt Sizer in be accompanied by, and I mean I've seen the team, so I know who's playing where. In the middle for Port District, you'll have Sam Grubby Gray, as they call him, Louis Sharrett, Kenny Carpenter. You'll have cameos in there for guys like Trent Heffernan and Miskelhus, whilst for Glenunga, I didn't mark it down, but I'll just be able to skim through their team. Abe Davis will be floating through there. We've got White, and he'll be on the wing. Probably should have settled these earlier passes. Darcy Mitchell spent some time on the run. We could benefit through there. Bowie and Tim Short leading our role as player of the year. He will be in there. And Tully Kennan is the ruck rope, or as they call them these days, the hit two. Because that's who they hit two.
I'm going to mention the other 4 games in a word. Would love your prediction. Broadview Spock.
Broadview Spock. I called it a toss of a coin. It's many words. Called it a toss of a coin.
Great shop down Brighton.
Yeah, I think I tipped Brighton on the show. Today I feel like it's Spock.
Okay. Good with inside Ignite. Sacred Heart Teacher Gully.
Sacred Heart.
And Princes and Brighton.
Comfortably, I'm taking the other one.
That's an up day with it. Bet today. Head to head. And your head.
I'm with Glenunga, and I just special mention. You might see him jog past. I'll tell you, get ruck road, hit 2 player, staying on the bench. So the teams they put up on the internet are not.
You thought that.
So let me just quickly give them. And you're taking Port District.
I'm taking Port District home, the defending champs. I'm just wondering who had Glenunga, great start, but who have they beat?
Yeah, we'll see. They beat Port District today. In ruck, it's Mitchell. You've got Davis in there. Both will link it. For Port District, Grubby Gray, the big fella would be Kurt Sizer. You can't make up the other 2. I think it's absolutely Sharon. First call, ball up, Andrew Crosby. It's straight. And first tap, probably equally one down ground level straight away. Round crucial today. And umpire says, Cross just getting himself involved. He's a touch these days as well. I don't think it's mentioned with school. And is that Sam Grubby's first touch of the day?
With the red boots and the beard.
Has had 2 best on ground so far this year. They have 6 really nice goals. And he loves going off his left. He swings to the right here. Makes way. It is a rectangular ground. You have to take that. That's your corner.
Yeah, well, that's off to Fletcher Wiseman in Tito's line spot. You've got a lot of about a quarter of the table. So we're probably going to have to say if it goes the left of screen, I'll call. If it goes the right of screen, something like that. Anyway, it was last possession, that kick from Gray, which is interesting, given it was a non-pressure free kick. Not hard to show it, it will come to ground level. Right in front of that. You mentioned Tommy, we should mention Liam. As people go overseas, interstate, up to Salisbury.
Yes.
Others are here week in, week out, and Liam is a permanent fixture.
Yes, and of course their famous ground, Tony got it. Those stars all up. Just getting up late there was the man they call Shmoosh. They call him Shmoosh. We call him Shmoosh. It's a lot easier to say Shmoosh as the ball goes forward. Good tackle right there. One down by Linky Bennett. Linky Bennett goes deep to the forward pocket. McMahon underneath. Actually gets there time, but drops the mark. Good pressure by Port District though. They look to clear. It really is a tight pocket. It's a very sort of ancient ground, isn't it? Wiseman gets it in with a quick left foot, but it's all Port District back there, taking the relieving mark. And they will look to do this pretty well. Now, this is the one spot of the ground field the Glenunga let you chip all around. They will let you have position here.
And what, just man up and then stop it coming out of defensive 50. So they've picked it across field in front of a little playground pocket there, the city pocket.
I think you might find Phil that was the Tommy Javor pocket.
Oh, don't tell me there's a Tommy Javor pocket here as well. Oh, my goodness.
So, again, repeat forward 50 stoppages that have pleased Coach Nathan Grimer. That is their game plan. Get it in there, control the game. Big clearance by Port District.
Getting off with the kick, finds Louis Sharrett, half-back flank. He'll centre the ball up, needs to find a runner, which he's got. This other's Liam Ferns, who decides to crisscross around the ground. One-on-one better. Over the top! Oh, good. He's off. His inside kick misses the target, though. Forward 50 entry. Turnover City at the moment. Abe Davis to kick around the body. Can't find the target. He picked it up by Ben Gould. He will lead the pressure.
Nice kick. Neat little left foot kick. And fire. Not sure who it is. Yeah, 4 on the end. Might have been Lockie Greg. Lockie Greg, one of the best amateur footballers from the state. Highly rated. Getting this in the infield now, but love to have the ball in his hands. Have a look why. He hasn't let me down. Long down the line. Big pack flies. Feel hurt.
It's by that boundary line at the moment. Picked up by Mitch Gaffney. Not too far. Glenunga will relieve the pressure with a high kick. This will bring the pack and a big fist.
Stephen. Oh, I've got Harry. You play the big half forward. You can't take the mark. You just the ground.
He did that big thump halfway into the bowling club, which is where that boundary line.
Just before the ball, make a couple of guest commentators in the second quarter. We'll have Harry Hawkins from Port District. Was captain. No, not was captain. So they just go forward. I'll come back to that. Quick kicks. Quick defensive play there, running back with the ball.
Okay, yeah, and by the boundary, just spills over despite the best effort to print the Carvey keep. He looks to be touched, which I think is what Carvey should have achieved. It's going to be a throw. Right, it is kind of rectangular where that boundary line takes a sharp right-hand turn.
And also in the third quarter we'll have Captain Alex Harron. Captain Alex Harron coming in.
So what I call the large hotel pocket, and STJ owned that one as well.
No.
Just one here. Okay, I should have checked where he goes, shouldn't I?
How did kick a lot of goals here? I don't give them away down here, that's for sure.
Okay, so Miska hits the bottom of the pack. So if you just joined us, you haven't missed a score yet. We've been going for about 4 or 5 minutes. Both teams had a colour inside 50s, nothing of great news there. Like I see Michael Wonky walking around as the trainer. Looking in as good a Nick. So Radek looking in as good a Nick as I've seen him. Maybe the line green suits him.
Not just the line, maybe. Dropped his gallop. But one thing I'm not sure if I said it on off air, 9 goals wins today. One last year. It was 9 goals through when these two teams met last year in round 1. Coach, obviously, and Fourth District team, but Glenunga, can anyone keep it down? They've been scoring at will, it seems, for the first 6 rounds. Balls at ground level.
Yeah, it's been in this little pocket for a while. Another tackle taken over, another throw, and boundary umpire on this side. The boundary umpires today, Anthony Piccoli, Billy Fellon, earning their keep. More than the goal umpires are doing the diddly squat so far. Come on, boys, get in the game.
More important than the boundary umpires is the tackling. That's the important stat there, mate. Port District tackling is on straight away. When the tackling is on, they win games.
Seems to me this might be a bit unfair. It's a more Port District kind of game at the moment.
The players really dense. 16 radius.
One back, 100%
Burns goes nice and early touch. Beautiful looking kick to the teeth of goal. Exactly Smith did. He's intercepted mark. They've got all those little strings to their They've got the run. The unreal. They really do have a
They've got a loose player in defence, so I should
His opponent is 7.
Inside Port's 50 at the moment. It does come to Glenunga for a clearance. Oh, it's going to be on the outside. We can both see this for a moment as it bounces and out of bounds. Port District will respond pretty quickly. Zach Hawkins will have it. He won't waste any time. Bring the ball to Lockie Greg. Michael McMahon coming in to apply a bit of pressure with the man on the mark. Further down for Charity's getting a few touches early, Louis.
No score, Phil. The umpire says that's beautiful. Garkas sticking made a task. That's Tully Kennett. He does get rid of it though.
Very skillful. Throw the ball up here and stick leg out and hope it lands, and it did.
Left foot just goes long and in front. Great grab. Contested pack mark goes in the area that Glenunga have won every game this year. Contested marks, but on that occasion, they were no match for the Port District power forward in 4 turn around, mate. Trying to get this ball. That man, Sam McKay.
So that seems to Dartfish, one of our great broadcast sponsors. We should mention of the Banner Crew. Our strength team match day sponsors. Thank them for their support.
Sam McKay lining up. Looks like he's about 40 metres out. Quick approach. Hits the ground running and hits it quite beautifully. If you have a look at the side of his cars, I'm not surprised to see that ball trouble. He kicks Port District's first, the matches first. First blood, 1 straight goal leaves Glenunga. Yeah.
The sponsor who recognised 9 News. Tommy ran out and about Thursday nights. Buddy bet. Tommy, what are we? We're one apiece, aren't we? So this is.
Level
Anyone got one off it?
Speaking of, without sounding creepy, Phil, what are you wearing? I'm wearing the Archie Stone Stage. We gave away our secret hair this week. We gave away our 6 week Thursday to someone with Tommy.
Okay, so Archie Sanders, I've got them off the sponsor recognition list. That will be the special TJ's award, one of 4 we're going to be giving out by Games England. This is Dylan Smith, not Tom Bilby. There's been a change of players. They'll move forward now inside 40-50 into TJ territory.
Here they spin, they look. Such a Garks has floated forward. He'll try and get it onto his left. Gets the head, makes someone else's boat, quick start. McMahon. Oh, good. Very wrong contested mark, Michael McMahon. He is their star forward. He often plays off a wing to shake a tag, but he'll line up 15 metres out. It was the set break that was so crucial where Cully Kennett, who started the bench for some reason, came into the game off Abe Davis off a Dusty Mitchell. Usual suspects get involved, results in a shot at goal and a major to Glenunga. As all the Glenunga supporters in front of us give a gentle chortle of applause. Bravo, Michael McMahon. Bravo. Very civilised bunch, this Glenunga supporters group.
How did they cope? How long were you at Glenunga for?
2 years.
How they cope with you?
I don't know. I'm gone now, aren't I?
Michael McMahon, first volley, kicked 6 against St. Peter's back in round 4. And I give a special mention to William Staples, who provided the assist with a nice centering kick rather than going for the snap himself.
Big shout out to a couple of guys. We're playing his 50th game today. Glenunga's sexiest man, Nigar, recently named by the ladies on Ladies' Day.
When did you give him that?
On Monday's weekly wrap. Okay. And in front of us, Tom Butterworth, number 32, cannot buy jeans because his calves are too big. So, all right. Of course, Rocky Butterworth is the producer of my show, Community Bounce. So, yeah, it's a small. Get it. Engineers will get a nice tackle, nice repeated. Why is that funny?
We're talking TV shows, don't forget. Weekly wrap between the posts. It's all the Adelaide Footy League Facebook page.
I like that we're breaking it up into segments on the Facebook page for people to watch now, so you can watch your specialised segment.
That's correct.
Tackle there on Lincoln Bennett. But umpire Crosby says, you're not wearing the Crosby sweater. So I'll ball it.
I don't think anyone will be today. It's a beautiful, warm June day.
Hottest winter's day I can ever remember. It read 26 in the car. They said 23 maximum, but it'll be bloody hot out there.
I've been out calling a different sport all week, out and about in the cold weather, in the overcast and the drizzle. This is glorious. But low scoring, 1 goal apiece.
Yep.
Early days and what we've christened, or TJ's christened, the match of the season. Hard to disagree.
And it's shaping up like it's a close game. Crosby again, about the 7th stoppage in a row, so we haven't been caught. Oh, quick play off the go. Is that Gaffney? He's clever. Yep. Yes, Gaffney just gets it forward, makes it someone else's problem. Parsons first to the ball, has a bit of an airy there. Played up by Shaq Mooney. Shout out to his dad Rex, who's listening somewhere else in South Australia. And McMahon again, strong contested attempt. Ball spilled at ground level though. Port District with the numbers and the run. And with peak boots like that, you'd want to be good. And he is. He kicks long. Zachy Smith, there's that intercept read that he does so well.
Matthew Wheatrack, we should identify as the man with the pink boots this afternoon, playing centre half back by the God A. Davis. There's a challenge for the day.
Yes.
Keep an eye on that battle. The kick towards the cast wing, and the Port District Club Rooms heads towards that boundary line, right under Liam.
Yes. A good pressure there by Tommy Boyd. So some of this forward the team, you're only going to see him get 6 to 8 touches for the day at the most, because that's the style of game these two teams play. It's who's going to pop up for a cameo. One of those forwards kicks 2 or 3 goals, that team's going to win.
I reckon we're back man on man too.
A lot of that from Big Abe Davis. He just comes in and jumps over the top, monsters through ruckman. He is huge. Also coming up soon, Glenunga with their Indigenous Guernsey. Abe Davis in the middle, Sammy Abel on the wing. Co-designs of the Indigenous Guernsey.
You're staying correct. Port District, 1 more in defence. Glenunga, 1 more in the contest. But it is Port District with a kick. Ken Carpenter's reaction. As soon as it there's it all out about new rule, old rule, any rules of kick to Glenunga. On a 5 games today, round 7. Heading into the second third of the season. The two are in the top 5 at the moment. Port District with a 4-2 record, having won their last 3. Glenunga at 6 and zip. It's a taste of defeat this season, but with a very challenging. I mean, you're the league leaders. It's going to be coming up. I think we've resurrected the football. We have. Time to get back underway. Just the 1 goal apiece at the moment. Low scoring game and beautiful conditions. It'll be another boundary throw, and TJ's been doing
Sorry
some renovations
about that.
in the
I had a little
media centre.
had a little foot tantrum. I wasn't happy with the way things were set up, so I've just thrown everything out the back. And we're back at the ball in 65, 70 metres round from Glenunga goal. Mitchell in ruck. He wins the tap down, but well read by Port District player Niskuhus. Of course,
The hands!
Sharad.
This was a beautiful hand pass to Shad. Kick inside foot. This is his pocket where it seems to be going to almost every time Port District. Escaping was Heffernan. His kick to a one-on-one contest. Needs a good bounce.
Behave yourself, Heffernan.
But he did enough of a shepherd to stop the Glenunga defender getting. I'm giving that goal to Heffernan until tied otherwise. Port District have their second. They go to 2 straight 12. Glenunga 1 straight 6. On the Sportal scoreboard, 13.5 gone, and a lovely goal from long distance.
Isn't it funny how these better players, these really high credential players, just seem to have the luck on things like that? Is it luck or is it class? But either way, Trent Heffernan told a wrestling crowd anytime you go to a wrestling show, son, you've still got it. You've still got it. He's a star. He's going to have to be closely watched.
Belgravia New Balance, they provide the player of the game award, $100 voucher. Also comes with the iconic Artfish beanie, which TJ will be presenting at game's end.
Yes, so nephew Bugsy Niskuhus has gone into the middle now, so it was a vital touch as you mentioned, but up over the top is the big sizer, winning it down there, winning the centre breaks now. Sharad again just releases. Good play. They're down in the blind pocket for me, Phil. You're on, and that just carries it. Cuts off a bit much along, doesn't it?
It does, and that's about the third or fourth. Well, it's only the third free kick, either last possession or out on the full. So Port District, they should know this ground well enough to temper their kicks in that area because it's a very quick boundary. Okay.
Harry Prosser did that one for his dog Bailey. Shout out to his dad Stephen.
You pay per shout.
We got listeners. Listen, I will make it entertaining for
Hopefully we got viewers too.
so viewers and listeners, and I understand that more viewers watch the game post than live, so I got to have a bit of fun, Phil.
Yep.
The ball's 55 metres up.
Usually it's the players of the winning team and the coach of the losing team that watch.
That's footy these days. You've got to review.
Yep.
Ruckman do battle, and that's a free kick to Port District to Sharad. Tippy Rat not real happy with that, but don't worry, he'll get 3 free kicks of his own today and we'll call it even. Sharad been one of the better players so far, 4 or 5 touches, but his touches are very important and well played. Finds Gould, Trigarka's facing the wrong way. Like a steam train, Heffernan. They release big sizer, awkward kick from the Ruckman, and Zachy Smith reads the ball so well. Just ignores Nicky Go on the outer side, so I don't care if you're the sexiest anything, I'm not kicking you. So there's Nicky Go right in front of us. So he's got someone Butterworth on the outer side. He'll take off, he'll shaky bakes. So this is what about Batty yet to touch the ball, but effective ship. Little thing sometimes, and the ball spills in the pocket.
Does spill out of bounds in the pocket, blindside for all of us. Almost got a camera, remember. Big ball on the way. Liam Wish's way around that.
Huge shout out to the Port District Football Club who've given us beer as well, Phil. The one day I've got to do post-match interviews and bloody...
Are they good today? Or to get redeemed later on?
I'll assume we'll just have one half time.
I have a feeling we'll be back here during the year.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll double up.
Probably today. As the ball. Port District looking good with their run. Gaffney, this kid's class. Probably not a kid. Gray looks great. How about that? Lace out. Gray loves his left or his right. Doesn't matter. This way, that away.
Beautiful kick inside the pocket. Smother from behind. The ball from behind.
Out in the Phil Hurden. The Phil Hurden.
No,
I'm calling it the Phil flank. I flunked.
No, I'm not worthy to have anything named after me, but maybe the family-friendly area at Woodlawn Carnival.
Family-friendly flank.
Feels family-friendly area. Okay, throw in. He's at the front again. It's good pick up and kick around by Carpney. Last time we tried that one out of bounds, this one stayed in. Batty again couldn't get it, but provided a quick shepherd. Seems to be a lot more white down there than black, but it's Black who has it. Sam Gray lurking. Snap is just a little bit too tight. And we've got our first behind of the afternoon. Port District 2-1-13. Glenunga 1 straight 6. That is on the Sportal scoreboard. 7's got a huge kick in.
And that, you could read that for like a book. It was coming. So McMahon lead right to open space. It was always going there. So I'm sure Port District will pick up on that. But they've won the ball back. Good turn of pace there, but he's running. I think it's Trigarkas out there, is it? Hard to tell. Might get on the binos. It was McMahon that followed up well. The ball's ground level. The umpire swarming.
Holding so close, you can even see the attendant block the scoreboard.
Yes, Benny Gould is who will get a free kick. Now he's a beautiful left foot kick. Watch him to kick. What was that funny?
The score.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. Don't look at the visitor score. You're not worthy. He doesn't actually go long. He just goes short, gets his mate involved. That is Harry Dwyer. Harry Dwyer, about 70 metres out on the boundary, just chipping, looking for that half-distance kick. Nice lead up, a good pressure by Glenunga. You expect that all day. Well done. Nice release. It was Sam Wonky to Abe Davis. Abe Davis, quite a start than what he'd had in the last. He's averaging 20 to 25 touches every week, a goal or two.
Right. Well, I could say it's the tennis club pocket, but Port District is unique. Lagos Reserve. It has 2 tennis club pockets.
Yep.
Both the northeast and the southwest. Not sure if it's the same tennis club or whether there's a bit of a derby thing happening here.
Anyone for tennis? Yes, lots of it, please. As the ball spills at ground level. Tip rat Schwartz. Here he goes. He's a beautiful user of the ball. Just like that, he laces out a Port District player. And that was Swoosh. Swoosh goes long and he kicks it straight back to Sammy Parsons. That's either 25 or holding the chuck. You take your pick. Umpire Crosby says hold on. Now, he didn't leave. Now, I'm not saying this as an ex-Glenunga person. He didn't leave his line. He faced a kick, but he didn't. So surely that's.
I don't think he was paid the mark.
Oh, that would explain it.
I don't think he was paid the mark, but he thought he had the mark.
Yep.
That's my.
He didn't have the mark.
He didn't have the mark.
And James Batty, Jamie on the spot.
James Batty didn't hear the whistle and thought, no whistle, I'm making the tackle. And is this in his round?
Yeah, that's what he's doing. Yeah, kicking between 45.
Something that's working really well. They're loose man in defence. They're mopping up everything Glenunga clear at the moment.
Yeah, Batty, deliberate approach for about 47. Looks like it's just hooked a little bit, and it is just a minor score. But I haven't seen this all yet. It's Port District 2-2, 4 shots on goal. Glenunga just the 1 in Port District. Controlling the game.
Probably one of the rare times Glenunga have trailed this season. Of course, exceptionally early days, although we're 30 seconds from time on in the first quarter in a 3-goal first term. Couple of Port players defend. Staying down was Glenunga. They're working it through hands. That's Dylan Smith. Finds an open Sam Abel. The Rams away.
Abel and running onto the ball here. They're out the back here. Ball just sits for him. He does. He gives it to Timmy Boyan will steady. This way, that way. On the left, he's tricky. But again, the structure of Port District, they work for each other. They work hard. And Benny Gould has done enough to mark that. Or is it a point?
No,
it's just a mark, and no one's going on the mark because they do zone back. They look forward for the shot one in Zach Hawkins. He'll look for Kurt Ryder, his tag team partner, who won the WWF Tag Team with. Of course, a different just a little tangent there. He'll go long down the line.
We should ever have a tangent in this podcast.
Hawkins, mate, 3 hours on there. You got to get out of the way. It's Preston Cockatoo Collins, the man they call Prez. He's been quiet early, but again, another one of these forwards, they won't have high possessions. That's just not going to happen. And if they do, it'll be a lot of scrubby handballs.
Need a time on. Port District by points.
Nick Ego in his 50th game going to Sam Gray. Big job there.
Almost kind of play. You want to rotate players on and off like an ice hockey game. Go in there, go hard for 5 minutes, come off, let someone else have a crack.
The only way to stop him might be like an ice hockey game, belt him, but no, we wouldn't recommend that. That's olden day stuff. Tip rat shorts, quick, left foot kick straight down, up and under, goes up and down, Dill Smith underneath. Tommy Boyne will look to tackle, and he'll just escort his Port District teammate out, just in front of the Port District locals. And again, Port District impressed me. People all around the ground, you can see them in their Port colours. They're very coming
and a power game on at the same time.
And the power are pumping the Hawks like a set of brakes that when you need to stop.
You need to set of brakes that work.
Well, Gray.
How that's hand pass.
Carpenter, is it? Sorry, it's the Prez, Cockatoo Collins. He's got too much space there, but the kick's a bit well read by Wonky. Just spills what he might have taken. Cleaning up, looks like top. He has, let's get this as high as we can, and that's probably not the right option.
That footy's gone line bowling.
We are going to get some really interesting audio from Nathan Grommer at quarter time. I'm giving you the hot tip. It's a bit of panic.
Maybe as well we don't have a band rider because the report may not family friendly.
Yes, Glenunga C. Just slip into the pocket as well for a couple of power raids.
Okay, this is Sharon in the flank here. So the swear spills to the front, but Schwartz Glenunga making sure Port District can't escape with that. And it's going to be a ball up, 20 metres out, straight in front. Not going to be a long quarter, maybe another 3 minutes or so, just the 3 goals, 2 kicked in totality.
Tully Kennett.
Glad you can pick him in that pack. Sam Abel. Second effort, pretty good. Kick around the body by Tregarkis. Only as far as Sizer, who lost it. And just as William Staples thought he was away, he got wrapped up.
Good tackle.
Is that the staple remover?
Smush. Oh, Phil, now I've jumped. I didn't leave enough room. The staple remover. That's very good.
Port District now in the pocket. Niskokus, who did set up their last goal. The brilliant in underhand pass. Now has it himself from the edge of 50. They're structured up well to the hot spot. Now it's a hot footy to get. One Glenunga player who I'm not sure is actually trying to get rid of it. Umpire says no opportunity. Will be a ball up. What will come first? The score or the quarter time siren?
23 and a half gone. Just the 3 goals should suggest less than half a minute to go. And I did say 9 goals will win, mate. It's looking right on the cards. Ground level, what Port District. Heffernan, he's a he-man. He did the old Lee Matthews into the post, but the post didn't break.
No, they're not wood anymore.
No, we'll have a ball in.
Right by that behind post. Pad tested and passed.
Plenty happening off the ball as well. Some good contests here. Mitchell should get the jump at it. Ball at ground. Schwartz is tackled straight away upon taking possession. Again, there's not much time or space out there, that's for sure. Smith gets it. He might have been done for incorrect disposal there. And they played on and kicked a goal when everyone had stopped, which I never liked. But and they're high-fiving.
We might need to go to the replay, but
we don't have a replay. There's a with a mullet. Keep going. We're going to have to credit it with someone. Over there I've got him. That's who I've got.
Where is he at?
He's just playing with his mullet on the outer side.
Okay, I've got him. When he turns around, I'll tell you who he is and we'll give him the goal.
Bit of a 10 goal really, wasn't it? But
yes.
I don't think he was the one that later tackled. He's the one
He's had the ball in his hands when the blew it. I can do that.
Yeah.
All right, Terry Dwyer is number 17.
Yep. And on 2. It's only him because they all would have got around him.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, fair point. Okay. Right. Maybe we'll have to. Maybe we'll.
I'm going to give it to Lockie, Greg.
Okay, you do that.
Okay, centre break here. Schwartz just getting in the game a little bit. Down to McMahon. Oh, always manages to pick up that final couple of metres. Again, the best player this year has been Bo Schwartz. Their most dangerous forward is Michael McMahon. And cometh the man. Cometh the moment. Well,
Sean Davidson, his opponent. There's a battle and a half.
And I dare say this girl, she wait for the quarter just out as well. Sean Davidson's the captain of Port District, isn't he? We took the toss.
Yeah, just as a quick one. Yeah, 14 points. Glenunga suddenly need this in a low-scoring affair.
McMahon lining up from 40 metres out. Fairly acute angle. He's a beautiful kick normally. Gives it a chance. Not quite going to make the distance, I don't think. And it's just rushed over for a minor score. Well. 3 holes in the round. That is interesting. Just not going Glenunga's way at this stage. It's just got a Port District feel about it today. Yep,
low scoring in tight. Just the way Port District ride it up.
Sorry.
In their pocket. And going to spill out of bounds, I think.
Pocket. The blind pocket with a
the pole pocket. The Polish pocket.
Yep. The ski pocket. We're going to have a ball in here 45 metres around. All the usual suspects around the bowl. I think Abe's just nominated himself in ruck. We're not playing AFL though, Abe. No, there's going to be 4 ruckmen. Davis looks down to Kennett. Kennett, quick kick. Oh, through the legs. Keep your legs together, son. That was a Dill Smith, the Bruce McAvan.
Sorry? That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Rushes in, and 22-minute quarters, we had 23-minute quarters, and we've ticked in 27 now, right? So I don't know how they time these things.
Yeah, well, a lot of it, I guess, if there's stoppages and boundary throw-ins, and sometimes they don't. Oh, Abe Davis is introduced to the Largs turf. That should be free. If the umpire's throw it enough to give it free, will there be anything else that comes with that? Doesn't look like it.
Straight to the front of goals, 35 metres out, but it's all Port District, yep, and they read it well. And
Davidson. They clear it out to the pocket. taking a 13-point lead. They'll take that into quarter time. Happy to work it around methodically around the Port River wing. Even going to work it back now to Smush. We work it back in further.
They're not just in control, they're in full control.
Yeah.
They take one bad on it, but they've got all the and controlling the ball, controlling the game. They're in the centre. All dangerous on 40. Plenty of work for it. Flick through the big one.
Clear to side. They've had it for about 7 passes now. Moved it 50 metres. They've gone one side of the ground, now the other. I think Glenunga have manned up because they've really got no option. But to kick it towards the...
Just opera.
It was almost a sandful.
Unusual to see how support they can make their team. Good boy there, Jay.
In the crowd, nothing better.
Dill Smith, the reporter, goes along. But again, 4th District in position A, that is number 21, Sam McKay. He takes the mark and set Port New. Those are playing quarter time. It's Port District 3-2-20. No, 1-1-7. To the go the spoils quarter. Late time.
Yeah, well, there's Port District 3-2 Michael McMahon. 1-1-7. He is Glenunga's score for the moment. An early break for the defending champs, but plenty to go. Thanks to the Banner crew. You're watching the Adelaide Footy League Game of the Day, brought by Film and Foot. This is the Adelaide Footy League.
Teaming up with the Adelaide Footy League. Ran on your through Footy.
Well, folks, we're down here at the Banner Crew. Our friend, supporter and sponsor of Between the Posts has joined us. Welcome Jason Goods.
Thanks, Tony. Nice to be with you.
What can the people out there expect to buy from the banner crew and get looked after?
Pretty much anything that you can put your club logo on or a message from the club, whether it be, like you mentioned, a marquee or a flag or an A-frame or a banner, a stubby holder, a pen, anything like that, anything that you can pop the club branding on. Everything's customisable. So basically we've got an in-house design department with 2 graphic designers that can work toward getting the message across that you're after.
We're down here at 318 326 St Vincent's, Port Adelaide. Jason, thank you so much for your report.
And welcome back here to Largs Reserve, and I can articulate for you Nathan Gromer's quarter-time speech where he has torn 7 new rectums on his players. He is not happy, but because it is Port District, all Port District 3-2-20. Glenunga 1-1-7. Very quickly scored out of grounds. It's Broadview 29, St Peter's 8, Goodwood 18, leading Old Nations 9, Sacred Heart 16, Teacher Galley 7, PAC 20, Brighton Bombers 16. And before I jump to the play, I'd like to welcome to the call superstar of the Port District Football Club, Harrison Hawkins. Harry, how are you, mate?
Hey guys, thanks for having me.
Great. We are going to hit on you for all sorts of insights into some of these players. We've already had a bit of a chat, but just quickly your thoughts on the first quarter, mate.
No worries. Yeah, great start from the Port District boys. A couple of early goals from Trent Heffernan and Sam McKay, off to a flying start. So game plan is going well so far.
How good was Hef in that quarter? Just that class of that goal. Some with fluke, I say class. Ball up here. It's the big fella in ruck. It's Sizer doing battle with Mitchell. Grimer looking for a harder contest from his players, and gets that straight away from Darcy Mitchell down to full forward. Port District though, leading in the air. Good tackle at ground level there. That was Lachlan Gregg, but the umpire says, no, you're wrong, Javor. It's not a good tackle, and he's going to give young Jackie Matchett, the 17-year-old superstar, kick off. Now, Jack Matchett can kick the ball 70 metres, so distance not a problem. So, mate, to tell us about the injury. Currently, it's an abductor. How long are you out for, and what happened?
Yeah, look, round 3, just switch of footy, 35, 40 metre kick, and just felt a big pop in the adductor, mate. So, look, it's about a 6 to 8 week injury, so about midway.
Match it from 40, deliberate approach. Goal umpire does not move. Straight away, just like that. The youngest player on the Glenunga Rams team strings him into action with what? Look, I coached Glenunga, but I'd call it a lucky free kick, not just because you're here. So well done to Jackie Matchett. Yeah, mate, so Josh Ramsey, obviously been a pleasure. We've won a premiership under him now, so obviously a pleasure to have coach you. Yeah,
look, Rammer's great coach. I've only played 3 games. I actually played at Manham last season, and I was under. I did. Played with Tarby. So this is my first season under Rammer, but I've got 2 brothers out here today, so I'll come out to a handful of games and listen to a fair bit of Rammer's stuff. And great coach. Beautifully done. Ball bobbing around. It looks like it's a bit hot in the kitchen this quarter. Again, that tackling pressure will lift from Glenunga. Now, the games I've watched you in one game, and I do the Div 1 report. I'm sure you watch it like the other dozens of people in Adelaide. Sure. When you guys are on, your tackling seems to be intense and better than the opposition. Is that a fair statement? Exactly right, yeah. And that's something that we focus on hugely in both training and game day. We know when our pressure and our tackling is up, we know that the boys are on. Fantastic. Quick chain of hands there. Passes to Staples, the left footer. Flying shot from 40. Looks like it's just gone wide. Now, I promise I won't tell them. Can you unlock the play secret of this ground? What shape is it? Why does it keep going out in that pocket? What do they need to do to have it go out all the time? Mate, if you have a look at Google Earth, I couldn't not tell you what shape it is. Does it look a bit like a penis on Google Earth? I suppose it. Is that word? That's an actual, it's in the dictionary. Look, I'll leave it up to your imagination, mate. But yeah, I suppose when you come out here, it's a massive challenge for any team. So we get the luxury of training on it a couple of times a week. It doesn't matter whatever I've come to. It's never an easy game at Port District. Never ever. Always a tough team. Great supporters and obviously a very proud club. And I'll say the best charcuterie board in the amateur league at half time is Cross finds another hole in the ball. This time's going your way. Those ones could do confusing. Getting up, he's been good at everything I've seen from him this year. Kenny's been great, yeah, very skillful player. New player to the club, obviously. Yep. He's been great to play with and brought fresh, fresh air to the club. Yeah, no, you got there. He played a lot of mid forward. Is that sort of the role he's?
he's playing?
Exactly right, yeah. I'd like to utilise him down forward, but also have him around the ball as he's elite by foot.
Great. And we are just looking at him. He's just provided me a picture of his... Oh, no, that's the ground, isn't it? It's a very long rectangular oval. It's fair to say. Be a good play, a bit like Adelaide Oval in the cricket, as Glenunga pushing the ball forward, but reading it well at the back. Fully contact front on there. And Harry Prosser gets a high up and up kick. It's a 2-on-1. They compete. He comes down with it. That is absolutely brilliant. I think that might be Fletcher Wiseman, is it? Need a little bit of magic and they've got it. It is Wiseman, number 35. Yep. He'll line up. He's a very nice kick of the ball. He lined up 30 metres out, but it's interesting though, back in 2021, he got 12 for his first 2 games. So he can actually stay around too. For the tie, it's the first 2 goals. Quick reply from them. They top a fair old spray. Lining up now, Wiseman. And he's just, as I said, beautiful kick for Kev Spratt. Hey, just while they get the ball, mate, sponsors. Who are the great sponsors district?
Oh, look, you put me on the spot here, but I guess they're around the oval in front of me. You got...
Absolutely brilliant!
I guess it'd be rude of me not to say that Rainwise Pools, who is my old man, is I think platinum sponsor of the club. But from looking out here, we've got Seagram's Mechanical, Albert Roofing, City Mazda, Saints Meat, and a dozen more. Heat Fitness.
You think on your feet better than me, that's for sure. Quick high ball. We're going to talk about some minutes later on. A really good strong mark there, and again, it's that man Zach Smith who has been a better player for the and he finds Dave Davis on the inboard. This is a man that's done this many times before. This is out front, 40 metres out. How's the injury apart from yourself and Port District travelling at the moment?
Yeah, look, there's a couple of injuries. Daniel Pasaniti, one notable last week, popped the shoulder out in the first couple of minutes. Other than that, I think we're looking reasonably clear at this stage. Doug Gregg is just sitting a week out just with a concussion protocol. Other than that, the list isn't looking too bad, and the injured players aren't out for a great amount of time, so things are looking good.
Good to hear. Dave Davis at 47, high up and under, go up by Sev. You just know sometimes when it comes off the boot, time is beautiful. For the first time today, Glenunga take the lead. Glenunga 3-3, Port District 3-20. So just, you did have those scores for me, Phil. Can I just have a look at those? Just quickly again, Broadview in full control over St. Peter's. Do you know what next week? Never ask me this, I'm sorry.
No, if you give me a minute.
Let me ask you this. Who did you have last week?
We bet Brighton by 1 point. It was yeah, absolute nail biter.
Struggling. It was golf for all, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. A really hard-fought game. Look, they play very similar to us, just quick, tough footy. So it's a bit of a script day, but we come out on top and 2 points. It's great.
Huge game today. To potential to get 5-2 with Plankwood next week, 6-2. All of a sudden, season, which started slowly, it could be right back on track as we see.
Exactly right, yeah. We dropped a couple of easy ones at the start, but I think we're back on track now. A few new players at the club, getting to know each other, and yeah.
Getting that synergy and that connection. Sound great. Exactly. This way, that way, always clever. And he went low to release the handball, and you got to be aware of it. Oh no, he's been pinked. Must be for a throw. Lincoln Bennett down to full forward. Going to talk about some special events in a minute, mate. Big golden fist there. Leading in a race is Bengal will have scored it out. Just gets a shove through a trouble from Tony Butterworth. And yeah. Did you have some events for mate?
Yes, we've got some upcoming events, and next week we've got Goodwood Saints, by the way. Notable upcoming events, massive year for the club. We've got our 150th year ball, which is mid-August, so that'll be a massive day for the club, and we've got a couple of other nights coming up, which are great. Black and white ball, which is always a big event, Heritage Day, Legends Day, and state walking up, so there's always something happening down here in the districts.
Plenty happening. See you travelling like nicely. B grade lost a narrow one as the ball goes in.
Yeah, that kicks off out the game.
It was a good game. Kenny Carpenter releases the ball. Does he on that left foot? But it's all Dill Smith there, setting up behind the ball well, Glenunga. They seem to have structured up a little bit better. The rocket from Matthew Armour has worked. Dill Smith, right foot. With a high one here. McMahon will fly. Oh, coming over the top. Looks like a good mark there to Match it, big Jackie match, the 17-year-old, but wasn't paid. So, and Abe Davis just sent it right back from whence it came. Pretty good players fighting against one. Every team you play seems to have a sample or AFL player just out there. It's good every week.
There is, no matter what the position is on the ladder, we know we're always up for a contest.
Yeah, nicely done. Oh, big Glenunga, you're gone. That could only be holding the ball. Once you give the Glenunga and it's not effective, but in the end, I think it might have been the secondary tackle. It is in Michael Martin's hands. He loves a goal like I love cake. So he will not miss this one for 30 metres out. Let's just have a look at some of your teammate. Cooper Gaffney impresses me every time I see him. Really good footballer.
Yeah, Cooper's great to play with. Always very reliable. Man, Cooper went through the juniors here at
and
Fort
he's
Districts.
missed it. I'm blaming you for that. Well, I really started to jump in on top of you there. We don't do that here, but Michael Martin has missed a sitter after us anyway. So he's a junior at Port District.
He's a junior at Port District and a great family as well. Yeah, a couple of us.
Mitchell's brother?
Mitchell is his brother, and Jack has just gone to Europe, so.
Fantastic. Niska Hood's son of the legend, nephew of the legend Bugsy.
I've seen you breaking his surname down there, so you can read out.
Big chain of handballs here. Ends up in the hands of Hefner, and nice kick. Ball full area. They'll swing, they'll go right. Well, it is. Sam Gray, left foot, loves it over the top. Good mark. No, ball stills. Glenunga should brush a point here, and they do. Tell us about Zach Hawkins.
Zach, old brother by 3 years. So, man, this is mine and Zach's probably third season playing together. Formerly Zach. He's very, very, very skillful. Great, very reliable player. I'm sure a lot of the boys out here like playing against him, with him. Sorry. He's always reliable with ball in hand. And younger brother Broden at centre half forward as well. So
it is the Hawkins show, mate. Must be great to watch these guys play. And who's your favourite? The Port District clear with a chain of hands. Looks like Sharrod. We can go back to the Prez. Cockatoo Collins. He looks for, finds more overlap runs. Been doing it well. Just fumbles. And who's this in front of us?
That's Niskus.
That is. Oh, he's put together too, isn't he?
Niska, yeah.
Yeah, down to Sammy Gray, that man.
In good shape too, Niska is.
Yeah.
At the moment.
Body going well?
It is, yeah. It's held a little previous years, but he seems to have got it back to track, which is good.
Blind pocket, which isn't fun for anyone, but Sam Gray's Louis Sherry. He's been in forward. Louis Sherry. He's figuring out the role of the
He has been. He's been overseas on a honeymoon at the start of the year, so took a couple of games to get back into it. Right on track, I feel.
Yeah, it's a long honeymoon. Anyway, and good tackle there. Beautiful. So, just quickly, the brother Zach, the older brother.
He's
Broden is the younger brother.
Younger brother, I'm the middle, yeah.
Where is it?
Number 15, yeah. He started centre half forward.
Broden. Did your parents just make that up, or is that a real name?
They've made it up, mate. I've got no idea where they plucked that from. I've never met another one.
Quick snap out the pack. Neither have I. Quick snap out the package to that horrible tree that lost balls in before. And it's a point to Port District, and that brings the scores level here. And Kurt Side, tell us a bit about Kurt.
Look, I've only played 3 games with Kurt, but from my understanding, he's got a bit of a hope I'm right here, bit of basketball background.
Yep.
He's on Westie's list, and he's come late in the pre-season on our list, and it's been great to play under. Getting a bit of height, so getting Kurt to the club's been good as well.
Repeat entry here, just Gray just blasts away. That'll be taken out of play. Those sound like really good market put up there for Smushy, but it was Gray in the end. Spray kick, and he looks like Darcy Mitchell with the deep defence. So, mate, look, it's been fantastic to have you on. I think Phil's probably keen to get his headphone. Any shout-outs before you go, mate? Any loved ones, hated ones? Anyone you want to have a crack at while you're here?
I think the only people I'll be shouting out, there's a big group out on the hill on the other side that are all very supportive and are very vocal today. So the fellas out on the hill, keep it up.
We did mention that great supporter base here. Even with the power playing at like 14 goals currently.
Oh, great.
Yeah. You know that I've taken them 1 to 39. But we needed the percentage. So
yep.
We got Bennett just leads to the race the ball here. Looks for a quick handle. Gives a Shepherd. The tip rat. He's creative. He's tackled quickly. And there's free kick number 1 for the day. So thanks, Harry Hawkins. You've been absolutely fantastic. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much for having me, guys.
Alright, as I waddle back, big Abe Davis just takes a good mark. Looks off for his trouble to get a 25. Courtesy of Alex Deanhoff there.
Let's just leave it there,
and
mate.
he'll go quickly. David's down to 4. forward. 2 on 1, is it? Those long arms available, but still at ground level. Port District should clear it. Bobs around a little bit. And I'll welcome back Phil Hurd.
Yeah, almost a different game, TJ. That little roasting at quarter time seemed to do the trick. Inside 50 count. Heavily in favour of Glenunga. In fact, you'd probably say they probably should be a little bit more in front with the opportunities there for the first 8 or 9 minutes.
Yeah, missed some gettable goals, mate. I just want to thank you as well for, it'll be the last touch, for giving up your, just a, you know, not working. Just to make the awards very interesting later on.
Oh, yeah.
But
yeah.
Across that bridge we come to, but giving up your headset so we can hear from the people.
You can yell.
And I'll probably I'll do the same for you and let you over to Tom with Alex Harron.
Okay. Oh, no, I think you should talk to us, because you know him from your Glenunga days. That's okay, I'll fill in the gaps as needed. Right now it's District. It's all tied up. It was Port District by 13 points. They kicked 3 of the first 4 goals. Glenunga have kicked the last 2 unanswered. Just the 2 goals in this quarter at the 15-minute mark. Abe Davis, and just like Port District, I mean, you think it's a southerly breeze, but I can't see it anywhere. There's no trees fluttering in that direction. All the scoring has been down to the left of screen. Yeah. Of the 6 goals, 4-2 to the left.
Abe Davis has been the key for me this quarter. He's got behind the ball. They just can't get it past him. There, taking 3 or 4 very good marks contested. And yeah.
Actually, correction. 5 out of 6 goals kicked to the left of screen. As the Rucks go to it, in front was Marchette. And now that I've come back, the stoppages start again. Don't you know it?
Well, are we shutting down at half time? Phil, you've got to shut down all day. We're just going to pretend to be there, accurate to be
okay. Look official.
Yeah, look official. We've got our little shirt.
Darn, I didn't bring my Sandful Media pass to look even more official.
We've got my Archie thumbs.
Guaranteed entry with their Archies.
They go quickly, but it's all Tommy Butterworth. Son of a gun, Tommy Butterworth taking a good mark there on the fly though. Rolls it forward, look quickly and just pulled out of it maybe there was Jagarkas. And they'll get out of the way. Looks like Gould to me. Gould to Dinehawk was. Jay Hamble spines, big hand size of the Carpety. Got them on the ball now, that beautiful left foot. Looks for James Batty. He's tackled quickly but releases the handle. I'll tell you what, they're just linking up all right. Sam McKay. But it'll be passes to come across. That's not good. Gets it back.
Yeah. That was an interesting one because I thought for a sec that Port Adelaide had run out of Port District, had run out of players to kick it to. But it's with Glenunga now. 16 minutes gone, all tied up. We were hoping for a competitive game. We've got one so far, albeit played in 2 different dominating quarters. Port District this quarter have added 2 behinds. Glenunga have added 2 goals, 3. Into some open space. Conchado, he didn't really get the best bounce. This is well done by Parsons to collect it. Fend off Sharon. Centre ball. Went backwards to went forward. Thomas Michaelani's got it.
Brother Max and apprenticeship.
There's an improved revelation. Isn't it great that the Crows actually have a father-son? And he took, I don't know, I know Jarman was another one. But then they who write the rules happen to be based in Victoria. As back to this game, Port District linking up nicely. This is smushed to gold into TD territory.
Yes, at ground level it should be all. Port District reading it well. It's like McKay is nice little release handball. Left foot, ball forward, 2 on 1, but it's Sharon. He doesn't get there. Tying up, might be Parsons. Might be like it's Parsons. Yeah, right.
Done a lot of work. He was in front of here about a minute ago.
Yeah. Now he goes to Mitchell by the looks. Get on the back, Phil It is indeed Darcy Mitchell with a shot take. Few boys get in the big ones as well, Phil. The 15-minute mark of the second quarter.
Well, bad news is they've got another 10 minutes or so until half time, so it's going to be a long 10 minutes for those.
Yeah, it's still 6 goals away from what I forecast as the victory margin, victory target. So.
And our buddy bet is well and truly up for grabs at the moment.
It's alive.
TJ's got Glenunga, I've got Port District. Just a good old standard head-to-head, which is what this battle's proving to be.
There we go. There's the ball out just in front of the wonderful Port Local, 60 metres around from the Port District goal.
Yeah, a little spot there on, which is good because you've got some grounds and there's just next to no one on the other side. Does help encapsulate this ground a little bit.
Davis did play that away. And the umpire says, What does the umpire say? He says you've taken too long to dispose of him, I guess. Not sure what that was for. He got his kick, but I guess he...
Is that Zach? Zach Hawkins with it?
Yes. Brother of Harry from our country team. You don't mind?
Could have got Harry to commentate that kick.
Hawkins goes on to be again. Oh, powerful goal.
Huge slap.
Yes. Very well played there.
8.5 to go. In the other room. Pop. Okay. Throw in. Consider banging in a little bit so that it lost a fair bit into the foot plot. Time on imminent, about a minute away. Being Glenunga's quarter, but it's down Port District's end of the field, and the hand pass intercepted by the Rams, but returning the favour, Lachlan Gregg's got it. He plays on.
Michaelani, or as my assistant coach used to call him, Michaelani. Not sure what. Long down the line here. This is where they need to grab. Might have been in the back. He's saying holding. It's not holding if he pushes in, but you do you. I'll do me. You're probably better at your job than mine. McMahon gets the ball. As long as we ticket goals. Flying Davis, he's resting down, 4 down. The tip round at ground level is dangerous. He's just had a little bucket of the knees there, and the umpire's picked up on that one.
Yep. Saw that coming. So it's a 1 point lead to Port District. Glenunga are threatening. It's down their end of the field, 40 metres out. On a glorious June afternoon here in the start of the Australian capital. Ball picked up through the ruck. Bennett with the snap around has gone completely across the face of goal. Into a bunch of kids that are going to fight over the football. I got it. And we just have to wait till they sort that out. Yes, they do.
They had a yellow hat, that young fella.
I know. What is him on a foggy day? That's a high kick. Glenunga have a number here. Smith couldn't take the mark. Hefner kicks it into the centre where there's a fair bit of black, and they're off.
No one to kick to though. So he just pulls it up and gives it to Cockatoo Collins out wide. Makes it his problem. He will get the overlap run. He's got pace. Slick hands. Sam Gray goes bang right into the tree. Says, I don't care about you, Gummy. Have some football. That's his first and their fourth. Port District 7-point lead here at large reserve.
And Port District needed that. They'd been outplayed for the first 12 minutes of the second quarter in particular. Even money maybe for the last 7 or 8 minutes. Finally got reward for one of their inside 50s. And yes, you can kick goals to the right of screen.
Yes, well, he was 2 metres out, so. But with Sam Grubby Gray there, and he has stayed down there, hasn't he? Is he back in the middle? No, they've got
He's not in the
Sharrod.
middle.
No, they've got Sharrod, Gaffney of the Mitchell variety, and might be Niskahus in there with big Kurt size for Glenunga. Abe Davis, Darcy Mitchell, Bo Schwartz, and Dylan Smith, is it?
If he's wearing 8, it would be.
Yeah, that's the way to tell, isn't it?
Good clearance to Port District, who needs Sam Gray. As that was Niskahus kicked towards the 50. There's a grab. Is that Batty? No.
Yeah, I think it might be Batty.
I reckon it is. Strong grab, and Port District can get 2 in the space of a minute.
He's a small nugget forward who plays as a forward.
Yeah.
It's a unique phenomenon. Probably hard to match up on because he doesn't jump a lot, but he's strong.
Yep.
Can we call this one, mate?
Yeah, it's your shot. You're right behind. You're right behind him, mate.
This is what he gets paid to do for a living. I assume he gets paid. Maybe he does. This is what he does for fun. Either way, he's lining up 35 minutes.
This is what he does on a Saturday afternoon.
On a slight angle. He's normally a beautiful kick, and that is no exception, although it fades a little bit. And he just...
That's interesting.
It looked like it was going through to me, but
yeah.
Well, not the great position.
He's a 0-2 for the day, James Batty.
Yeah, I think I've just copped it from our viewers in front, saying it was my Moz got him then. So thanks for the feedback, guys. It's not an easy job here for 3 hours.
Yeah, you bought your fan club today, TJ.
Yeah, all the Glenunga logos. Half of them go for Carlton, though, so their opinion's not that important.
Okay.
And it'll be Wonky will go very, very long. And he does. Looks for his mate Darcy Mitchell. Ball flies for the ball. Is that Carpenter cleaning up? At the
Cooper Gaff.
Yeah. Isn't he clever? Isn't he smart? Lucky Greg.
Greg has it. Only one player behind. Going to go to that now. Sharrett, who's at defensive 50 with no one behind him. He'll keep it on the outer side. And there's the man with the pink boots in Matt Wheatra. No rush. Port District. Glenunga did at the latter stages of the first quarter. They'll work it down the boundary side. Now it's a loose footy. Will it be touched? No, it won't, despite the best efforts by Zach Hawkins.
No stable what Nicky did, but he just kept splitting the play, and it caused the turnover in the kick. He just had to keep chopping off the free man. He didn't touch for it, but created the turnover. Well done, Nicky.
Coach will know.
The reward for that hard work. It is a hard taxing game playing a wing for Glenunga because they work back and forth all day. Tully Kennett on the stir beautiful sounding kick down the full forward. It'll fly! Big fly from Jackie Matchett. Release handball, Phil.
Interesting release handball. Just going to hurl it forward pretty much in the hope that someone will run onto it. Everybody wants a free kick. Umpire doesn't assist either side. Over 25 minutes gone. It's an 8-point lead. Port District 4-6-30. Glenunga 3-4-22 on our Sportal scoreboard. One of our great sponsors on the Adelaide Footy League streams this year. To the run of Staples. Rolls out of bounds. It'll be a throw on. As much as there is a pocket here at Port Adelaide in the, what should I call that, Largs Hotel pocket. Probably the biggest landmark to the northwest here. Outer Harbour pocket. I don't know.
Staples quiet so far. Just first game today. He's working his way back in the season. Well, he played midfield all of last year. Interrupted pre-season. Tackling their ground level. He's a PAC lad. Highly credentialed. Very player, and that's half time. Phil Hurd.
Half time indeed. It sees Port District, who did get knocked about a bit early in that second quarter, but they ended up kicking 1 goal for to Glenunga, who kicked 2 goals 3. The goal kickers quickly for Port District, all singles so far. Lockie Gregg, Sam Gray, Trent Heffernan, and Sam McKay. Glenunga, Jack Machette, Michael McMahon, Ave Davis. We will take a break. PJ says there's something we've got to go and check out at the halftime break. We'll get some scores around the grounds. Be back in about 10 minutes time with the exciting second half. Thanks for listening. This is the Adelaide Footy League. And welcome back, last reserve. Half time, not much longer. Later, broken huddles. Here it's District 6:30. Glenunga have to remove the visitor for a sec. 3-4-2 on the sport scoreboard by around the grounds. Broad lead Peters by 20 points, 50-24. Goodwood lead Old Ignatian by 26, 3-17. Good Hart lead Big Gully by 25, 39-14. And the close one of the whole round is actually Prince Alfred and Brighton. Prince Alfred leading the Bombers 35-29. TG, you were being the social butterfly.
Oh.
What have you got? What have you found around Lakes Reserve at half time?
Hopefully I'll get it all in before we start. Thanks to John Charles and the team there. And I met Harry's dad, Harry Hawkins' dad. They put on a spread. They had a platter for us. None of you showed up. I ate it all. Yes, there was pies, but I burnt myself on the first one, so I didn't eat all the pies. Thanks for the drinks, the food. What a club, Port District. Well done. We're back in the action here. Big sizer wins it down to Sam Gray. Starting the same way the first half started. Oh, what a find! Zachy Smith! That could be our Neomorph play of the day. What a
I
mark.
reckon that's an early nomination. It's a nomination.
Mosley voucher.
No, Neomorph mouthguard. You got it right. Player of the day. Mosley Bar and Kitchen voucher for the best team effort. Might go towards that smother from Zach Hawkins, who smothers, picks up, centres for heaven, who takes the mark. And if he goals, that smother. We could have 2 prizes in 30 seconds going off, TJ.
Question without notice, Phil. Is the impact play as important once you stuff it up? So you take the big mark, you miss the goal off. But he's hit the massive smother and then kicked
It's
the
like,
inboard
it's
kick.
like blowing up a beautiful balloon and then popping.
Yeah.
Which is a bit like that Channel 7 show that I think lasted one episode before being shunted to 7 mate or something about blowing up balloons.
Yeah. There's a lot of other metaphors I can give that I'm going to leave right
We're going to leave it right alone and focus on the
talk us
footy.
through this one.
Okay, well, Hefner's already kicked 1 goal. That was long distance with a good bounce. This is the set shot from 45 metres out. He drives it hard, but wide to the left. Another behind to Port District. Are they getting a bit inaccurate? Well, 4-7-31, leading Glenunga 3-4-22 on the Sportal scoreboard.
Just comes inboard to Schwartz there, just out there, relieving that first line of pressure. He's normally a lovely user. Thank you, Bowie Schwartz. Even I was saying it as it came off his boot. He's just gift wrapped that to Sam McKay, who's now going to have a shot. Maybe 50 metres out, but that may be the worst kick.
Worst commentator's curse. I mean, that's the quickest commentator's curse I've seen.
He actually, as the ball was dropping, I could see it dropping, and I knew that was coming. But this 9-point lead could quickly become a 15-point lead with his best kick, but it's not his best kick. It's a bit wide of the target. Distance wasn't a problem with those giant calves. Just a minor score. In a minute or two, Phil, you're once again going to give up your headset for Alex Halloran, the captain of Glenunga. Oh, no, you're not, because you've got a bloody microphone.
Hey.
Oh, let's get him in there. All right, I'm going to...
Okay, I'll call some footy. You organise our guest. Does Glenunga have it? Been a bit under siege in the opening 2 minutes and 15 seconds. That's a high kick towards the broadcast position. Up behind by Port District. Glenunga have it. Here comes a centering kick. McMahon a long way up. A couple of Port players worked him out of it, and Ferns. Ferns again got a hand on that to stuff up the hand pass. It'll be Mitchell who goes again. They'll lock arms, step out of bounds for bigger throwing, which is a great segue for TJ to introduce our next guest.
And I'd like to introduce the captain of Glenunga, former, I think, 2-time premiership player. Welcome, Alex Harron.
Hey, Tommy. Hey, boys. How are you doing?
Good. Are we just going to work on your sound? How's that now, Tommy? Is it all good? All right. Must be hard for you not being able to play today, mate.
Yeah. Probably spent more time sitting in commentary boxes than out in the ground this year, but yeah, looking forward to hopefully getting back out there pretty soon.
Yes, Smush just takes the mark, comes to the near side. We're going to hit you up. There's Gaffney. Been quieter today. Beautiful left foot, though. Executed to Gray. Gaffney to Gray. So that's Niskahus, pardon me. Niskahus will go to the dangerous centre half forward area. Big pack of players formed. Phil, you're going to have to help me out.
Yeah,
with
heads
that one.
towards that boundary line.
We
This time
to
doesn't
go.
bounce
Right
out,
side
it
to
bounces
speak, and
over.
there
Right now.
I think it was off a shoe, though, is it? The umpire says no. So what is actually the matter at the moment, mate? What's,
My finger. Broken my finger. So I
Which
did
one?
that a couple of weeks ago against Goodwood. So, yeah, a couple of weeks hopefully and back into it. So, yeah, that's sort of one to do.
Yes. Let me take you back to 2018 grand final against Jeps Cross. Were you absolutely robbed as best on ground? Can we admit it now?
I actually saw Guy Ward last week, and he's always quick to mention that he was robbed. So
Him too, eh?
I think there might have been 22 of us that were robbed that
You won by
day.
skulls and some wingman from Jeps Cross who I didn't know got it. So.
It's all right. I got the right medal, so that's all right.
That's true. Abe Davis, quick clearing kick. Port District have just lifted their intensity at the start of the third year. Jana handballs, Davis, quick kick now, down to McMahon, why wouldn't you? But it's a 2-on-1, McMahon with those long arms. Boyens had no impact today, it's just strange because he's been very good this year. Quick kick by Wiseman, match it out the back. And I talked him up more, but I've already talked him up and he's let me down. And then his dad just asked me if I had all the pies. So I'm off the Matchett family right now, but he is a beautiful footy, isn't he?
I'll tell you after this kick. I don't want to talk to it.
Yeah.
He knows.
He is a man-child, though. He's still 17, isn't he?
18, I
18
think.
now.
I don't want to incriminate him, but I think he's 18.
His dad is his dad's harder than a cat's head. He's going to kick from outside 50, and you've been out in the middle of the ground for the huddles and stuff today, yeah? At times, listening to Nathan.
Yes, yep.
It's out in the full. Is there more of a win than we can feel?
It's pretty breezy, yeah. It's coming towards us here.
Yeah,
I think coming across the ground.
Can't
So
point.
yeah,
No one can
it's
see
coming
you
to the
right now.
camera side, camera side of the ground. It's pushing across. So it's always pretty breezy out here on the peninsula. I think.
Barry
So
Kirk just walked past the broadcast. Give us a wave, Barry. Thank you. Just a big thumbs up. Port Adelaide legend. I did say before the game, 9 goals will win it today. It's going to be one of those tough games.
I think so. I think you always know coming out here it's going to be pretty low scoring. I think both teams pretty good defensive wise for most of the last couple of years. So if we can kick up and hold a lead, it'd be a good way to do it. I think.
I'm going pressing up hard now to try chop off these easy balls. It's Ben Gould, a beautiful left footer. How about Nani's spray at quarter time? Was a fair.
Yeah. I've heard. No, he's good for that when we needed it. It was a pretty average. That should be a free kick, shouldn't it?
That is a great call for in front of us. Did you hear that call then? Just giving him a come on Kermit to the umpire. Ugly looking kick though.
We're definitely walled off and Stanley, that's for sure.
Wonky. To Smith. Smith's in trouble. Gets a handball. Port District on the scene though with numbers. Good tackle.
Jack Mooney.
Jack Mooney.
One of your favourites, Jack
Love
Mooney.
Shaq, baby, love Shaq. I haven't done that one yet today. Phil Hearn's just out of loss to what he's got himself into here. You got any questions for Alex before I start talking about some personal stuff?
So, Alex, what's the happening thing at Glenunga at the moment? How have you coped without TJ to entertain everybody this season?
Been a bit quieter, I have to admit, but
He's certainly entertaining us.
the Glenunga groundskeepers are pretty happy. There's no ground balls in the centre of the square in the mud. So, but yeah, no, it's definitely always nice to see him again. So, got the message last night he was going to be out there. I was tempted to make up an excuse not to come out when I heard that. But
Yeah. Was Sean just in round 1 as well?
yeah.
But have you played any games? Sorry, I'm
I think
not
I played, yeah, no, I've played 3. I know the Goody game. I played about a minute before I broke my finger. So I played 2 full ones.
Is it on your left or your right hand? And you're a right-handed wiper?
I'm left-handed, so I'll leave it at that.
Oh no. Umpire Andrew Crosby has found a free kick there to the man getting up last. And it might be, is it Sam Gray? No, it's Kenny Carpenter. One of you, Glenunga, did ask me if that was Kenny Carpenter. Yes, it is. And there he is. So at the moment, Phil's been very combative with me today about the fact that Glenunga haven't played the top 3 yet. So
We don't make the fixture, I suppose, but no, you're right, we haven't. So not that any game's easy, but we've got a pretty tough 3, obviously including this week coming up. So looking forward to
just,
it.
have a shot here, mate. Just 30 metres out directly in front. You expect him to kick it, and he hasn't. And this is why I asked you about the breeze. This is why we have the expert comments, because it doesn't feel breezy in a caravan. And the trees aren't moving, but obviously out there is a bit of swirl.
Yeah, no, and it went the way that I'd said it had been going. So I know up here in the VIP box you probably don't see it, but it's pretty luxurious up here, I'd say.
Or am I just making ridiculous excuses for the fact that the last 10 scoring shots have yielded 1 goal 10?
It's always windy here. It's always windy out here. So.
The last 11 scoring shots, maybe?
Yeah, thanks. I could see you looking at me. I knew I'd said something stupid. Little Tippy leading the league as the best player this year in the Roll the Dice Player of the Year award.
He's been very good. Yeah,
Yes.
Some players
So you
play
give him
well,
a
they
wrap.
get a jacket. Others play well, they get a racehorse.
Yes. I did say he'd been playing. He's a beautiful kick of the footy when he chipped that one to
straight
McKay.
to yeah, there wasn't the best couple of minutes there after Zach's mark.
Few injured players as well. No excuses being made here, but a few injured players for Glenunga. A few Wonkies out. Tom Baird out. Hupfield out. So yourself, Still some players to come back.
Tom Bilby or Tully. What do you?
Oh. Trent Evans just giving one to go on with there. Nothing in it, but it's not love tap to Tommy.
That's always
Butler.
a tricky one for the umpires. Player with the ball wants to take off. Umpire complies with advantage, and it turns out not to be so. Worked out on the end because Glenunga got the free kick, and now they'll hold up play. What have we gone? 10 minutes, and we haven't had a goal kicked in this quarter. The start of each quarter generally has been lacking in goals.
Yes. Do we still call this little movement Skinny March? Is that?
Can't be giving away our secrets like that, Tommy.
That's not a secret. It's a funny name for chimping the ball. I've always found it here as post-war sleeves. I try very hard to do my secrets. That there, Phil Hurden, was a great example, a little snapshot of 1% of why Trent Heffernan is so good. The way he mans the mark, the discipline he has when he doesn't have the ball, no wasted motion. Everything he does is to impact the contest. I love Trent Heffernan as a footballer.
Certainly saw him grand final day kick the goal that, I think he kicked the goal or set it up, one of the others, that sealed the deal for Port District in that first A-grade premiership for 30 years. Yep. Of course, Glenunga shooting for first Div 1 premiership ever.
Yeah. No, I know we've it's been a little while since we've had sort of high level success, so it'd be pretty cool to be able to do that and hang it up in the rooms.
Now, I'll ask you a question and I'll say, be delicate with the answer. How do you feel about Old Ignatians, how they're travelling at the moment? Sad?
They had a win the other week.
Yeah,
So,
right.
Well, let's just say they got some premiership points.
So there's a bit happening right in front of us there. He's pointed the wrong way, the umpire. Oh, he paid it that way. And Cross overruled it. Hey, well done, mate. You just picked something up there. Yeah, so Old Ignatian's not travelling very well. You must be sad. It's our traditional
yeah, to be fair, we always do really enjoy playing them. I don't know what's happening there. So,
he's gone 20 metres.
Yeah, he's a handball first. Player Butters.
Oh.
I think
Won't comment on these.
the locals around us, who aren't locals to the area, I might add, are starting to get a bit more into this ball game.
Yes, Sam Gray just coming up with a free. Do you think sometimes maybe the umpires could be swayed by a reputation when giving a free kick?
Potentially.
Oh, that's Alex Harron.
I wish it were that way, but
anyway, fast break here. Louis Sharrett. Overlap handball. They look good here, Port, when they do this, but good contest there. Just making the contest was Sammy Parsons, I think, the Snips, but they've still got it. Moving forward, dangerous looking kick. Oh, Batty at the back. Just spilling, and the sexy man of Glenunga, Nick Egar, will see it out of bounds.
Nothing's easy today.
No.
Shots that you think you kick are going wayward. That, 9 times out of 10, Batty would swallow that mark, kick another goal, and suddenly. But no one can kick a goal in this quarter. 12 minutes gone.
Have you been watching Between the Posts, the Div 1 wrap each week?
I sure do, every week.
Thanks, man. So you're the one. Excellent. All right.
We found our viewer.
A bit happening on Between the Posts. I'm enjoying that. Interviewing Nathan Graham post game. All dangerous this way. Gives it to Abe. He just slams it on the boot recklessly. And I think that might be Cooper Gaffney, is it? In the pocket?
Yes.
Yeah, he's a beautiful left foot kick.
He stepped up a couple of terraces to take his kick.
But from there, a left footer from there with the breeze coming towards the broadcast area, which is obviously the near side, it would be a near impossible kick, one would suggest. Yep, and thank God, one of them actually followed, made us look good there.
I was worried there when you said that.
So, Michael Wonke played a game this year with all three brothers. That was fantastic. Was that a one-off, or will he be back? Or?
I copped a pretty bad knee to the back, I think, that week. So hopefully he will be back. But
that was old Iggy's too, wasn't it?
That was. Yeah.
Sharrod from the pocket. Oh, behave yourself. He's just missed it. So I'll tell you what, Phil, that'd be 1 goal, 12 of the last 13 scoring shots. My maths.
Yeah, it's 4-11 now.
Yep. So he was at 1 point. 3-2.
So Port District have almost kicked a goal this quarter in behinds. At the moment, Glenunga just the one behind themselves.
No score to Glenunga this quarter.
So you had him at 3-4.
Yep.
Oh, yes, you did. Yep, quite correct.
Yep.
So what have we gone? 14 minutes, barely inside Glenunga's forward 50. So here
Matt
they go.
Stephen Prosser. No. Oh, good follow up. Good tackle. That's holding the chut, is it? No. Port District, good shepherd there. But good numbers, and Tommy Butterworth should be first to it. He's going to have to get on his bike. He does. He just slips the tackle. Down the line, the handball. Finds Harry Prosser. Back to Butterworth. He's hot. Gives a handball. Good play. Tully Kennett relieves the pressure to that man, the tip rat. He's a very clever footballer. Now, and Abe Davis streaming to the pocket. And Tippy just saying no.
There's a Port player coming off too. Not sure if he's 100%.
Kurt Sizer, I think, was nursing a finger. You can probably relate to that, mate. So Tip Rat will line up from just inside 50, but again, with the break coming in his face, it'll be a tough kick. Oh, yeah. Don't tell me. Shake and bake. Just missed. Wow,
I was thinking player of the day nominee right there, but you got to kick a goal to do that.
I'm still sitting with his life partner Zach Smith, as they are best buddies, aren't they? They truly love each other.
They do.
They live
Darwin
together.
Boys.
Pardon?
Darwin boys.
I thought you said something else. They are Darwin boys together. Sammy Smith as well, the brother, due back in 2 weeks' time. That's going to be huge. I mean, he was our star recruit. I shouldn't say we anymore because I'm impartial. Right down the line, he was Glenunga's star recruit last year, and obviously did his knee tragically in round 2. So it'd be great to see him back. Just never want to see anyone injured.
Yeah, absolutely. No, he's very keen to get back out there. He hasn't missed a training in 12 months, and yeah, pretty keen to get back into it, I think.
So they kick down this broadcast swing, the clubhouse swing, up flew Sizer. Kick smothered. That was by Mooney. A couple of good 1%ers. Plus, he was on the mark, wasn't he?
Yeah, no, that was which mark?
He took a good mark.
Yeah, he did.
Taken the good mark.
He got something Love Shack. So scoring in to the left of screen.
Hopefully for the last score, yeah.
Yep.
Hasn't been really.
Tommy Boyne with a quick high up and under kick, and it more high. Anything else? A good mark sitting under it. No, not paid. Quick hands by McMahon, spilling out. And again, just no time for think music, no time for slow possession. Just working it forward, match it this way, that way, on the right foot. Cometh the man, cometh the kid. That is his second goal. He is proving a difference. And before the game, I talked about one of those fours just needs to have a purple patch with 3 goals. Could it be Jack Matchett?
That's definitely a player of the day nominee, mouth guard. Someone who actually finished something.
Yes, must be good as well, mate. I mean, I know you haven't won anything this year, but when the stream team comes, there's 7 different awards or 7 chances to win an award. 4 get given out, and then 3 roll the dice. How good is the support that Adelaide Footy League got with their sponsors this year?
Yeah, pretty unreal to get everyone on board, and I know Abe's got a fair beanie collection going now.
Yeah.
So he's got a pretty big head, so he probably needs.
There's usually one at every club.
Yeah,
that builds a collection.
Sam Gray's got a few.
Tringrap's got a shop full.
I've had a cold head. I haven't gone near one, so.
Mitchell in ruck against Sizer. The big man fly. I'm not sure who won it down. Davis at ground level. He's tackled quickly. Coming off half back and getting his head over the ball was that man past hips. Hopefully didn't get him in the nose. He did get a busted beak last year. Little one across to Zach Smith. I don't think it went 15 either. He's got to get rid of it. He hasn't.
Gonski.
It's a really strong tackle. Who is that there, Phil Hurd, please?
Was that Sharrett? No, it's not Sharrett. It's Broden Hawkins. Yep.
Broden. I did ask his dad, why did you call him Broden? He's still not sure. Big fist there from Sammy Wunke. Out of bounds 30 metres around. So, young players that have won this year, obviously, well, we're seeing a good display here from Matthew, but James Dragakis playing pretty good footy.
He has been. Yeah, he had a few injury issues early, but he's been really good, James. Great guy on and off the field. So.
Yep. Ball in. Sorry, Phil.
Yeah, tap comes down. The kick by Smith is smothered.
Yep.
It's a 6-point ball game, and even though Port District in theory have won the quarter, I think the Glenunga have won the quarter by not conceding much of a margin, coming home to the scoring end.
Yeah,
doesn't always work that way, but
holding him off. But yeah, the scoring end can quickly become the unscoring end when the team gets momentum going the other way. I don't think the breeze is that strong, but I'm catching what you're throwing out there, Phil. A few graduates of the Tommy Javor Footy Factory floating around in the A grade today as well, mate. Good to see.
There he is, yeah.
Nicholas Egar, Captain Sexy, doing good things. As Glenunga just get on a roll here. Just drops it though. Quick hands. They'll go again. Is that Sammy Abel? Had a quieter day today. Kicks around the corner. Probably not that effective. To Gould. I've loved Gould's game. Good tackle. Umpire says play on. picked up and released by hands, and that'll be a last touch free.
Yep.
How do you find the new rule, mate?
Love a free kick. Yeah, I really like it, to be honest. I think it should have been probably brought in earlier. Half my kicks go out of bounds, so that might knock me out. But
doesn't help you.
no, it's a really good rule for the game. I think it opens it up a little bit.
Sorry.
So right now, this is Moose Port District is struggling to clear it at the moment. Glenunga doing a reasonable job of defending. They've got the kick away now to the true centre wing position. In fact, almost a footy in the broadcast box.
The umpire just put him on his ankle. He's having a shot from 28 metres. But he's going to have to give a kick to the light.
Last position.
He'll go long down the line of goals, I'd be suggesting. We'll change the pace. Right into that pocket, the Phil Herden pocket, if you like.
No, I don't have it. I don't deserve a pocket here.
It's your pocket because you're the only one that can call it on the screen.
Okay, we can both see the screen.
Yeah.
It's an interesting concoction with the van this close to the fence that the corners do take out a bit of the field. Throw and it'll be the 50-metre arc.
Well roved.
It's out to Mitchell, but a clearance away. He's got it at the halfway point. This is Hawkins. Broden Hawkins into some open space. Two in the forward line. What will the bounce do? It sits if he escapes. Cockatoo Collins gets the hand pass out. Bouncing, it's a goal!
On debut.
Harry Dwyer, he's on debut. Now that's his first goal. Coming from everywhere.
Get him now. I know you're the opposition here, Alex, but even you can appreciate for a young fella to score his first goal, that's great.
Yeah, it's always good to see, and to see everyone go to him as well. That's always a nice thing. So, required to run around, but no, it's good to see everyone get to him.
Yeah, no, and interesting as well for Herden. Third quarter, we've had one goal of 18-year-old Jack Matchett on debut, Harry Dwyer. We thought it'd be the names, but
they might be going head-to-head for many years to come, those two their end of the field. 12-goal margin, which the context of this game, 12 point, good point. 12-point margin, the context of this game, one of the largest we've seen. Just Port District, for that forward 50 entry, you've finally got a goal out of it.
yeah, centre clearance here. Butterworth, get out of the way, Crosby. And Butterworth just managed to still take the ball. Good ground ball get there, good technique, and wrapped up immediately. Really important. Locking it up for that repeat stoppage that Glenunga do so well. Mitchell Ruck gets his left hand to it. Half touch though. Again, it's Butterworth there. The Wiseman kick is smothered. Kennett, quick hands. Tregarkis inboard to Kennett, favoured. No, so Matchett it was, but good spoil. Sharrod, a bit quieter since the first quarter, but still very good. Very good use of the ball. Hits, was that Gaffney. Gaffney on the left. Long and wide. Tell you what, Phil, I don't want to pick best on ground because I've got no idea at the moment.
Yeah, we're going to have a long, deep discussion at three-quarter time at the moment as it's Dienhoff who kicks towards the scoreboard, which has 3 attendees on it today, which is good to see. Fletcher Wiseman, the grabber kick straight to an opponent or straight out of bounds or free kick. Going to be Glenunga free, disposed. Tackled incorrectly after the disposal will be 12-point margin, 22 and a half gone. A low scoring affair. 1 goal kick this quarter.
Just quickly, Alex, some of the great sponsors of Glenunga, please.
Put me on the spot there a little bit. Who's on our shirt?
I'll come back to that one. Phil's going to help you out with that one.
There's a lot of very
any events coming up, mate? You got your shuffle night or your ball or anything?
Is this you trying to get an invite?
No, it's not. I don't go out after dark anymore.
No, we've got a quiz night coming up.
On the 23rd, I think, from memory. I could be wrong. Sammy Wunky leads the race to the ball. Well done, come. When it's your turn to go, you go. And he's left his man. He's done very, very well. Yes, but you've had a bit of time to think about it now, haven't you? Yep. You haven't?
Worrying about the game, yes. So watch the footy.
I'll
tell you after the game. But there is a lot of good sponsors that we're very thankful for everything they do.
David Pittman.
Pito, yeah. If you're watching this somewhere.
Of course he is. If you're watching and listening and loving it. So big shout out to the great man. Son played all right in the twos today. Tully Kennett, quick hands. Lincoln Bennett, the kick round the corner. It's been his biggest day. Gaffney drops one for once. Doesn't happen. Good tackle. Well done, Will Staples. But Gould, it looks like, extracting from the traffic. Quick kick there. And it's all Glenunga back there. Oh.
All right, it is in that pocket where Glenunga have it. Well, they've got the ball, but Hawkins has got his opponent. It's going to be a ball up. 24 minutes gone 12-point Port District lead. I reckon this game is pretty evenly poised at the moment. Another goal to Port District. They'd favour themselves coming on their home deck. Here's their chance, and across the face. It barely scored. Ken Carpeny. Will he rue that one? Another behind. Even hit the goal post. Okay.
Shades of the B grade here, though, Phil, in the sense that Port District, a lot of scoring shots, almost scoring shots, haven't put the opponents away. She got up by a couple of points in the B, and a great result.
That was an incredible game. That was very stressful, but no, an amazing win for the boys. So.
Yeah, what about Coach Chris Aston? Big shoe to fill. He's done a great job. So, well, mate, Asto. The Sam Wonky goes long to the wing as they often do. Tony Neal had loved this. They've gone to the wing again. A really good mark. It was indeed one. To Liam Ferns. Ferns goes inboard to Sharrett. He gets it, goes as he often does. Hits up and looks for. Well done. Zach Smith coming across. He's probably the best intercept player. Well, certainly is at Glenunga anyway.
He's very good at that. Yeah, always hits the ball really well. So.
Yes. He's played in all 7 divisions for Glenunga, Sammy. It was an incredible stat.
26 minutes gone.
Sorry,
only
Phil.
27-minute quarters, so maybe this is Port District's last roll of the dice.
Yep. Ferns with an upper grab. Set up a line here. They make it across. They just go long down the line based on that fact because we're in the last minute. They probably know. And at the moment, it's a good old-fashioned schoolyard game of kick to kick.
Yes, on Mugby, what I can remember back in my schoolyard days, the R.C. Mitchell has in that pocket. Will play it in the boundary line. Another fist, but this one is straight to Bennett. Now the Glenunga's turn to go forward, but
All Port.
they need to do it methodically. Port have the numbers. They're going to swing it across from Smush Gaffney, and that's all she wrote for the third quarter.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Alex Harry very much for being straight. Any shout out to you, go, mate?
Yeah, just all the sponsors of Glenunga. Thanks very much.
Whoever you
Contact
are,
later.
mate.
No, thanks very much, Phil. Thanks, Tom, for having me. Always good, and hopefully, yeah, be on this last quarter.
And in my unbiased comments, good luck for the rest of the game. Thank
Thanks,
you very
guys.
much. You're a legend.
Thanks. So in that quarter, Port District kick 1 goal 6, Glenunga 1 goal 1. All set for an interesting final term. The home side up by 13 points, but Glenunga, we think, coming home to the scoring. And we'll take a break. We'll Tommy Jaward, Phil Hurd and the filming footy crew. You're watching the Adelaide Footy League.
9 News teaming up with the Adelaide Footy League. Tom Wren on the ground, your club for Thursday night live. Strengthening communities through footy.
And welcome back. Three-quarter time here at Largs Reserve, where it is the home side Port District 5-12-42, Glenunga 4-29. Port District looking for their fourth win in a row. Glenunga looking to remain undefeated. Some scores around the grounds. These are all late in the third.
I like these.
Okay. Broadview leading St Peter's by 12 points. That game's tightened up. Sacred Heart lead Teacher Gully by 38. Teacher Gully just 2 goals more, if you don't mind, for game.
Wow.
Three-quarter time. Prince Alfred have broken away from Brighton, led by 32 points. And Old Ignatians have come back at Goodwood. 15-point margin to the Saints. That game late in the third quarter.
I'm currently on target for a 4 out of 5 again, Phil. So, just...
And our buddy bet at the moment, well, I'm not getting too confident just yet.
I would suggest, Phil, this is round 7. Of all the games I've done this year, this is the most uncertain of a result I've been at three-quarter time.
Yeah, we did have a Teacher Gully St Peter's game in round 3 that Teacher Gully broke away
late.
Relatively late.
And the Broadview Teacher Gully game where Broadview
yes,
came back.
I watched from afar.
Yeah, but I still feel Teacher Gully had all the answers. This one here, I wouldn't have a clue. You'd suggest, and just to keep my unbiased hat on, I've just done it, mate, that's right.
So you might need a second sheet, that's all.
Keep my unbiased hat on, I would suggest that Port District at home would be hard to stop.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Talon Aston, who plays his 100th game tomorrow for the Glenunga Juniors as well. Just been asked to give that little shout out. And yeah, look, I'm a little bit lost for words, Phil, because this is going to be an absolute cracker, and I think this is going to be one of those times where the pitches will tell the story.
Hopefully they do, but you just think, well, first goal, Glenunga get it, it's game on, Port District get it, that should be enough for them to run away with their 4th straight win. Is it that simple? Probably depends how long into the quarter, because we've seen the first and third quarter took a long time for there to be a goal kick. Second quarter, Glenunga got busy and kicked a couple early.
Yes, Phil, it's always dangerous to make big, bold predictions, but I tend to do it. I did it. The 9 goals you win is probably right on the money.
I reckon
be right on the money.
9 goals would be a surprise at this point. Maybe 54 points might win it.
Potentially.
This stage.
Yeah, well, you'd say 60 definitely. I mean, Glenunga got 29 in 3 quarters. It's be hard to, as we just get a breeze coming through here. But if it is indeed, there is defensive pockets.
I was about to say, we haven't seen unduly a large amount. While we're waiting for some kids to get off the ground, I think.
Again.
Which they've now done. I mean,
it's pesky kids.
I used to love, as a kid, kicking around the goal 3/4 time. There they kicked me off for a footy game.
Sizer versus Mitchell in the ruck. Mitchell wins it down at ground level though. Shara takes possession. He's wrapped up by the big bear, Abe Davis. And we're going to have a secondary ball up, and we've seen a lot of that today. Now it's Davis going into ruck. Oh, change of pace. Again, ground level, it's bobbing around, trying to get out. He's got his arm pinned there, and the umpire will do it for a 3rd time, Phil. We could see a lot of this.
Just looking to see things at the moment, which is good to see.
They'll be paired off. The ball's gone 1 metre in a minute and a half.
Spills out to the outer side momentarily. It will be picked up by Denhoff. Port District with the first forward foray. The bounce for Braden Hawkins, who can't pick it up. Did he touch it? Yes, he did, because it's going to be a boundary throw in.
And I'll tell you, if Port District doing this, I have no idea where I'm going to go with my awards, mate. I honestly am at a loss today.
We've got about 20 minutes to work it out.
Well, it might be one of those things where you always remember what happens at the end. It could be just an impact play at the end. Davis, very strong in ruck, releases the hands. And I think we've got 25 minutes of this, mate. It's going to be very rare. It's going to break open. You can see all the players in 1/4 of the ground.
They're basically within a kick of each other.
With one player loose in defence, and that player is Lockie Gregg for Port District.
And it's not just the length, it's the breadth. They're all really in 1/6 of the ground. As Port District get the kick forward, Batty with the mark.
He just does what he's in there to do, doesn't he?
He has not hold today. Got him for 0-2. Said if Port District get the first, going to be hard to beat.
It's going to be around the corner. It's a tough kick. And he's gone across the face. Kennett will see it over the line with a big punch. And the Crosby sweater will ball it in. Or he'll suggest to the boundary umpire, you ball it in. I'm the field umpire. Umpires have been good today, I feel.
Yep. In a tough game. I mean, fans in front of us might disagree from time to time, but that will happen to the best umpires.
Yeah, no, that'd be.
You mainly ask for consistency, and I think they've been pretty good in doing that.
Right. Gee, how about that? You take possession and just crunch, and I'd love to see the tackle count. I've talked about when Port District tackle count is up, they don't lose. I'd suggest the tackle count today will be well in excess of 80. Or around 80 is a big tackle count, so probably 80. Oh, it's taken high there, accidental as it may have been, and the recipient is Trent Heffernan. He'd be one man who'd be definitely in my awards. Again, it might not be 20 touches, mate. It's only 12, 15, but they all matter, don't they?
Key goal early.
Yep. And that pressure off the ball as well. Maybe I'm just going to man crush on him, I'm not sure.
Yeah. Only one multiple goal scorer in this game, that's Matchet for Glenunga.
I like how you put a French accent on it. Matchet. He's a real Aussie dinky guy. Matchet. Matchet. Dad loves a tin. Alright, big kick from Heffernan. It's like he's played here before. That is an absolute beauty from outside 50. The half goes bang. Port District take the biggest lead of the day of 18 points, and we talked about it. If they kick the first, the style of play that's happening at the moment, hard to stop. And it was just a fortuitous free kick, and that's all it takes sometimes.
Well, they've got a buffer they can defend now.
Yeah. Well,
and they're very good at defending.
Let's be honest, Phil. Glenunga kicked 4 in 3 quarters and 3.5 minutes. They've got to kick another 4 to win. So, Tommy Butterworth just warming up in front of us. Some gentle calisthenics.
And those goals come within like 2 minutes of each other in the second quarter.
Seriously.
It's a long time in gaps between goals.
Look at the size of that kid's cups. They are huge.
G'day.
Hit you with the centre break here.
You know how I say the mic is always on?
Yeah. But at ground level again, Port's just so well organised in defence, and it looks like it was Greg to Gaffney. Gaffney again, he just bobs up. I bet he's had 20 touches and I haven't noticed him today.
Yeah.
You know?
He's wearing red boots as well, just so we do notice him.
Yeah, on commentary. Again, that's the Port District who make us so welcome, and they're building a little media centre for us, so we'll be down here.
Can't wait for that.
Yeah. Snacks and drinks at half time. Appreciate it. Quick kick here to full forward. Danger signs. I've got it, Phil. Dill Smith, the reporter from Port Lincoln, flooding into the game. Of course, he's a 3-time premiership player at Glenunga, so it's great to have him back today. And he has scored over the line.
Of course, we got to, as well as our prizes, which is the player of the game, the $100 New Balance voucher and iconic Danish beanie, the Newmore Mouthguards play of the day, and the Moseley Bar Kitchen voucher best team man. Got the Archies Award, the TJ Special Award.
Oh, yes.
Didn't even give one out last week, because let's face it, without you, it wouldn't be special.
I did.
Yeah.
Right. And ball just spills over.
How many of those did you say you've given out?
We've done 600 statewide.
600. Far out.
Over 2,000 across Australia. I just feel like, you know what's happening, just while the ball stops, I feel like Glenunga, with the injuries, upfield, Tom Langford, they're just missing that one big forward. And it probably they've been able to make one. You play a team like Port District, you can't miss something like that in your structure.
McMahon was their score for the first quarter.
But he's not a big forward,
and he also has been forced to play up a bit to get his touches. But here's a chance right now. They've got the ball in the hands of Lincoln Bennett, who sizes up his options, kicks down the broadcast side. It spills. Here's a chance now. This is Dragakis. High kick. She takes a left-hand bounce. It'll go out of bounds. Just touched before it goes over the boundary line by Sam Abel. It'll be a throw in inside Glenunga's forward duty. Gone for 6 minutes. It feels later than it probably actually is in the context of this game. Shadow starting to get across the field. But gee, Glenunga need it for the next couple of minutes.
It's almost like a stunned silence at the moment. Everyone's just waiting for the next big thing to happen. If it happens for Port, it's going to be the ball game. If it happens to Glenelg, you know they're Glenunga, you know they're going to come home hard.
Yes, I had to do that in my notes about where players are from. Are they from Glenunga or from Glenelg?
Right, just while it's on the ground, question without notice.
Okay.
I've looked at the sample ladder. I think it's going to be a Sturt Glenelg grand final. Have they ever played in a grand final?
Yeah, they played one in the 70s. I
Yeah, I was
reckon
gonna
it was
say,
the
it must
last
have been-
grand final at Amy Stadium, 74. Yes. Yeah, at
Adelaide.
football.
Oh, just touched. Adelaide
It was
before.
sorry. It was the first one at Football Park.
So that'd be 74, yeah?
74. Yeah.
So I was not born till the end of 74, so forgive me for having missed that one.
You haven't played in your life. What I really like is they're promoting that game to say let's get 10,000, like they did a long time ago when Chambers kicked his 100th.
Oh, well, I ran out in the ground then. I'm an
Yes,
idiot.
did Mark Soderstrom as the banjo rider from memory. That was quite a TV broadcast moment.
Ball just being worked beautifully by Port District up 8. And at the moment, I think they've got all the answers, mate. I think Glenunga probably had to come out like they did in the second and light the switch, but they haven't. And, it's getting later and later, and with each ticking minute, it's advantage Port District.
And Port District are quite happy when they can to just take another few seconds off the clock and then go, as they're going right now, pushing inside forward 50. And again, some hard tackling. And it'll be a stoppage 40 out from the Port District goal.
It's getting close to that time where I need to start thinking about some Port District awards.
I think you do. That coming out of there, and that suits the home team just fine. You're right, there is the odd yell of support or encouragement or advice coming, but not much else at the moment. Davis taken down, no free. Umpire generally letting it go, let the players sort it out. This is something obvious. Lot going to ground.
It certainly is hard to stand out in this.
Yeah.
You understand why I've started sitting for the last 2 minutes.
Pick your best player and all of that, TJ.
Yeah, I've got 3 definite support district, and it's a matter of finding that 4th for the award. It's
I almost feel like giving it to one of your interview guests.
maybe his brother.
Yeah, what have you got for player day at the moment? I don't know. So there was the beautiful smother in the scoreboard by Port District. That might be a.
And who was that?
I reckon that was Lachlan Gregg, who then recovered, centred the ball.
Lachlan Gregg got the goal from it, I think.
He got a goal from that. Okay.
So we might, because I think that it might have been Niskahus who smothered, but I'm not sure.
I reckon you might be right.
I might call it a team play that one if we
Yeah.
give it to. And now I've got my 4.
Okay. Happy to help. So this game has really just quietened up.
Again, that hushed silence is something going to happen, and the more time ticks, the more it favours Port District, really.
Who are, yard by yard, it's ever close. They do get a free kick. They're within range of scoring and putting this game before any doubt.
Yeah, that's exactly where Port District got the ball, really, isn't it?
Yep.
4 or 5 kicks from goal. They're set up behind the ball structurally. You can see they've got one at the back. It's not coming out there very quickly.
They've got 3 men loose, 4 men loose.
No. 2.
Oh,
3. You're right. They have got 3.
Yeah.
So Glenunga have got the
And one just a fair way off his opponent, confused.
Look at the 2 Port District boys fighting for it here. No, it's mine. Yours, no, mine. And Niskahus swings about it. Says, hang on, my uncle's Bugsy Niskahus. I'll take this kick.
Yeah.
I'll have a shot from 50. I'll make out I'm passing. I'll try and float it 3. Right, I'll give you right. The goal's out. All Abe Davis, though. And I think he's been Glenunga's best today, it's fair to say. Him and Zach Smith, and he's got won another 25. Do you agree with that, or?
Yeah, I mean, technically you can't argue against it. He took the mark and was pushed along, I guess.
Oh, no, more about that. He's been their best for Glenunga.
Can't think of anyone top of my head that you're insulting by saying that, TJ, so why not?
Zach Smith's been good, and matching with his 2 goals has been handy as well. Young Harry Prosser, he's not that young actually. He has done his best.
It's all
There's
relative.
Magic again, looking for his 3rd. A bit of magic! Oh, hey! Well, there you go. All of a sudden, it's his 3rd.
Yep.
You just give me the 3 fingers,
I did.
and it is a 12-point ball game. And what seemed like a game was about to fizzle out. Now I was liking it.
It was a game that was pretty much putting us all to sleep. Let's be honest.
Might just be our commentary.
No, well, we can only commentate what's out there and then go off on tangents. And we think we did that, working out our best play and recognising others who give those prizes. But yeah, we're back to it. When I needed the next one, and it's 12 minutes. It feels like it's the 20-minute mark and the time on. There is still a 15, 16 minutes to go, and if 2 goals, eminently possible.
Sizer and Mitchell, this is what matters. Sizer, beautiful hit, to have a good smother. They've lifted already, Glenunga. You can feel it in the air. The quick break. Wiseman down forward to a 1-on-1, a 2-on-2. Ball just spills off Match's legs and it will be out of bounds. I dare say they'll say just throw it in. And all of a sudden, hello, old Gasparin. I've never seen you with him before. It looks good. And we got the ball in 30 metres around and one more goal. And, well, stop game already.
Yep.
The nervous start.
All those that have rushed back from Adelaide Oval after the Powers victory to catch the last quarter here. Getting the train out to Larks. Might be back in time to see a close one. Solid tackle by Lockie Gregg. That was on Tom Butterworth. He's been getting a bit of the ball lately and is going to go back into ruck here. No, it's not. That's Marn in the ruck. They just got to be careful with the tackling here. I know the aim is to bring them to ground, but you don't want to sling anything because that could be a shot on goal. Plenty around the ball. 12, 15 at least. Spilston-Iskuhus. He doesn't need much space to get a kick away, but it's a good grab taken by Tully Ken. He's got Abe Davis. Who left Abe Davis that far in space? He'll go with a long penetrating kick to the tennis club pocket. And here's where the tackling of Harry Dwyer comes to play. Ball up. I don't think it's out of bounds. I think it is a ball up just near that boundary line.
Yeah, it's getting crucial time now, Phil Hearn. I reckon we've got about 10-12 minutes to go, or probably about 12 minutes to go here in this one. And the next goal could determine the outcome. And we're getting into the handy point zone as well. Don't worry about that with a 12-point margin on the line. But just spill it, quick little handball. That should be a free to Glenunga, is it?
Seemed to be touched.
Yeah, touched, okay, so ball in. The umpire they're going to confirm. I think they're going to call for the third umpire. I'm the third umpire. Free kick Glenunga, I called it.
Yep.
I've got eyes like binoculars. I might even get on the binoculars. So having it from the pocket, 30 metres out on the boundary. I reckon it's Tully Kennett, is it? No, I think it's Bennett. Left foot, that is disgusting. Good centering ball will go with.
It went 15, let's just say that.
Oh, well played. Niskus makes it someone else's off. Kicks 50 metres off the ground. Running onto it is Broden Hawkins. That's right, Broden. Goes to Batty. Batty's been, he's done his role. Ground level. They've got all the numbers. High up and under kick. It might work out alright. No, it won't. Davis. He's certainly making a claim for best man on the ground at this stage. He's felled late.
Yep.
And umpire Andrew Croppy says, that's downfield. Oh, what are you doing? That should be play on.
Just kicking back.
Now, Match could kick the ball 65 metres. I suggest that might be a good idea.
I was about to say, he could have picked that up and played on, couldn't he?
Yeah, well, that would have.
Because it was he was given to him downfield. He didn't have to kick it back to Davis. Interesting.
Tried to lace it rather than.
Yeah. All right. Mark taken by Weecher.
And I reckon Port are going to chew up clock every chance they get now, and they do it pretty well. The debutant Harry Dwyer, he knows he's sitting on a pair of Archies if he can just get over the line here.
It makes more sense to chew up clock at this stage when you're up by 3-2.
The man that I think's been the most important on the day, Trent Heffernan, just comes in and takes the mark half back, and you know he won't cough it up.
Let's watch.
Big fly. Well, good football running through. Cockatoo Collins. As it goes again. Oh, just needed the clean pick. That's the hard bit though. Again in waves. Good spin and pick up there. And again Davis is back there helping out. Good tackle. They lock it in. That's Sam Gray. Gray hasn't had he had a good first half. Hasn't had a bigger day as we've seen throughout the year.
Seems to be played off the ball a little bit.
Yeah, down forward. Yeah.
And you know, forwards have not been busy today.
Of course, everyone gets a week off next week, so they just need another 8 minutes of effort here, and it'll be all great. Good tackle there, Port District, and they are good at this, just locking it away and locking it up.
Next week, Port District, well, not next week, next game, 2 weeks' time, Port District are back here against the Goodwood Saints and Glenunga. Well, they're the stream team again on the road at Prince Alfred. So big. And after that, you get Sacred Heart. So 3 big games in 4 weeks with the Kingsburg birthday weekend off. Got any plans for the... Do you get a weekend off, TJ, with all your stuff?
I am going to my first ever big freeze.
Oh, well done.
Taking the family.
Yep. I'm going to spend a weekend away.
Beautiful passes along, but push it with the numbers. Ground level, popples out. Oh, awkward kick there. He's kicked that to the old Port roofing side for some reason. Yep. And a quick kick out of the air will go out of play on the Port District.
I was about to say, you know, years gone by, that was a good forward kick. Some territory set up the throw, but now it will come right back at you. 17 minutes gone of a 2-goal final quarter, 1 goal apiece. Glenunga are in the game at 3/4 time, I guess, with a goal each. They're still in the game now. They're going to go with the inside 50. Big fly thump towards the boundary line, around the body. Prosser, did he find the target? No. That was high kick. Middle of the ground, bounce critical. As his possession, Port District have it. They just kick it into open space, suits them. Batty attacks the ball, the ball attacks Batty. It bounces right past him. Pretty good recovery to land the tackle.
Ben Gould's work rate off ball there. Didn't get a touch. He's carrying, he's blocking, he's working hard. He's doing a great job on his wing.
His teammates no reason to get possession. They'll have great open play to work with. This is a chance though for Glenunga. It sits with D'Arcy Mitchell. A little bit of space looking for Schwartz. Gonna play on, avoid the tap, and kick the goal!
Oh, tippy, the tip rat. Our player that particularly from our roll the dice player of the year, and I've put the curl. I've done the Port District votes. And
as soon as you said I've done the prizes.
What if it's a draw, Phil? What do I do then?
I don't think we've actually. Yeah. Well, we have.
I have to get some.
We just go with whoever, and if we have a bust up with players in the prizes, so be it. That would be a first, and it's a possibility. 18 minutes gone, not far up 19 minutes, a 3-goal quarter. 6-12 to 6. Is this Port District's to root some of the misses in the third quarter? Ball up. Centre clearance. Davis versus Sharrod. Davis was about to take off. Sharrod held him up. Cavalry came in, forced the stoppage.
I'll do it for the other side, Phil. So
I think you should.
I'm going to have to keep filling stuff in here.
And then we'll have a merger if it's a draw at the end. Bjorn, his kick is smothered. That was Mitch Gaffney. The bounce is going to be critical. It's going to favour Port District. They're away. Quick hand pass. A bounce. The debutant looking for goal number 2 has missed.
And he hasn't scored. That's
not even the important point.
With 5 to go, that point would have been huge.
Oh dear, Well, he's learning all about football on his A-grade debut this afternoon. The highs, the lows, the narrows, and the wides.
It all changed very quickly, didn't it?
It did.
It was the toast to the towel, and then they tipped the champagne on the floor.
Remains a 6-point game in favour of the home team. Glenunga haven't led since the second quarter, and Port District have led most of the day. Not that that means anything. It's how you finish, not how you start. Glenunga have kicked the last 2. Davis to kick around the body. Another possession to him, only as far as one of the Port District defenders. Kick inside 50. Is that Bjorn who's got it, or no? It's Trigakis.
James Trigakis. Lucas.
21 to go. Gone. Might have been about 4 minutes to go. 5 maybe.
Yeah, how many goals we had this quarter?
3.
We've had 3 goals. Somewhere between 3 to 5 minutes, and the Port locals ball. The advantage rolls. Here's Port District. Big Mark Batty under the ball. Strong hands, ground level. Glenunga. They get rid of it. Tully Kennett does. Wonky works back. His tackle quickly. The pressure's everywhere, and that might be the handy point. If not, they've just knocked it wide. A ball in. It's at the right end for Port District.
Glenunga cannot concede anything.
Yes. Now, I'm trying to keep an eye on the benches because they will know the time. We don't, they do. Sorry.
I'm just in your vision, Phil. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Oh, we're having a good time here at Lakes Reserve.
Going. Some aerial ping pong. Who will be game enough to take possession of the ball and get instantly tackled? Well, Ken Carpenter tried, was bumped out of bounds. Glenunga have gained on. I think actually Port District gained a bit when it comes a bit further back.
Yes.
Got a bit more space to work in. 22 minutes gone. Crowd hushed for a moment.
They don't know. No one knows how long. There's 22 minutes on. The shortest quarter of 7 this year is 22:37. We've seen.
It won't be this.
No.
They've been going 26-27. There's been no shortage of stoppages.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. So, especially early in the quarter, it was 10 minutes of stoppages. So, could have as much as 5 minutes to go, as little as 2. Anyway, let's watch the play. And just Port District have contested around the ball. Every player within 50 metres of the ball. Glenunga need to get it out. They need to get it over the line somehow. Port District with 2 spares behind the ball.
Could be a Fred Davis, I think.
He has been enormous in this last goal. Oh, he flopped. That's just silly.
That should be 25 for flipping, personally, but anyway. Not sure if that exists.
Yep, that 45-metre kick, that inboard kick, huge. And now they're off with 2 good users. It was Kennett to Wunky. Here he goes, 65 metres down the line. Ground level, they take it nearly, and Port District should win it back here. Big bump at ground level. It'll probably get looked up for another stoppage as we go into 23 minutes, 10 seconds.
This has reminiscence of the reserves game. That was a 3-point margin. The game ended with Glenunga winning by 3 with the ball about 20 metres out from the Port District goal.
How's your heart rate, Phil Hurden? This has just picked up, hasn't it?
It has.
Repeat stoppage, no one knows.
I don't know what I'm more scared of, a goal, a win, or loss. I'm probably more scared of a draw, to be honest.
They're going for third man up here. You might have heard Coach Nathan Grover expect the third man up past Nips. He does. It's effective. I heard it. Port didn't hear it, obviously. And for a quick kick, that might be a free kick.
That should be off boot.
No, must have been touched. Must have been in a better position than us.
Yep.
They did a great job.
You're right in front of the Sportal scoreboard. Put District 6-12-48, Glenunga 6-6-42. 24 minutes gone of a low-scoring final quarter. It's 55 out from the Glenunga goal. Somehow District's got a kick out of that in the race to the ball. Which regards he's taken over the boundary line. It will be another stoppage. It will be thrown in half-forward flank for the Rams.
Getting to that point now, Phil. It's almost going to have to kick out to the side. They need to get clearance, get it down there, and somehow conjure a mark. They're outnumbered in defence. Their attack. Third man up, passes, takes the ball, misses the boot. Trigarkis at ground level, quick kick this way, that away. Kick, he does kick, goes wide. McMahon, oh, juggled Mark just over the line. Oh, not just over the line, pardon me. Now it's over the line. No, it's not.
It's not.
Get it over the bloody line, they say, and it comes back inboard. It's probably like the proverbial call in the ocean. Oh, some form of doggy style happening.
How about Bjorn's kick? He's like, they had his jumper, but he just had the strength to keep going and get a boot on ball.
I think it was Trigarkis.
Trigarkis, my apologies.
Goes to the don't argue. Oh.
Here's their chance.
Pass
Kick around the body.
Oh, flying for Bo Schwartz. Ground level, they've got the ball here. Ball's released in the tackle. And it's all Glenunga underneath to follow the ball. Zach Smith. Good mark.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's courage. That was up in the air for a long time, and you could hear the Port flag coming. And now what do we got? We got 36 on the field.
25,
We've got 32 inside 450.
26-minute high up and under 20 metres out. Flies! Ground level to come out to Port. Will Trigarkis! No, oh, Mooney, Trigarkis, Port District. Gray goes to don't argue. Right in front of us, Phil Hurden.
That's a huge kick by Gray. And a big tackle by Paddy. Abel got it, looked up and said, where am I going to kick it to? And Paddy.
That could be the ball game.
That could be the play that nails it. Paddy, one of the more experienced Port District players, knows he can milk time. 26 minutes gone.
The umpires want to kill the clock, so 30 seconds to go, maybe. Sharrod, that's a target. Sharrod, big hands to it. Cockatoo Collins puts it on the roof. And the clock will...
It's going to be like a ball, I reckon.
Yeah, he's kicked. Yep. So, let's go back and kick 26-21. Could be more than a minute. Probably half a minute. And the run did run out. The run was running.
Pressure on everybody at the point.
Including me, Phil. Including me.
You got prize packs.
And I'm not sure what to do if it's a draw.
Pick this of the two, I can. No time to think about it. Everyone's saying get on with it, at least from the Glenunga side. It sits with Jack Smith, tries to centre it. Now it's with Sam Wanke. A smother of 1% by Nuskahus. Another great smother against the second big one he's had today. Here go Glenunga again. Zach Smith hand pass into space. Big pressure by Zach Hawkins. Glenunga keep getting it. Port keep piling the pressure. Now it's a stoppage. I reckon Districts are just about home. They pick this up and kick it.
And there's a
I reckon
goal.
that's it. It's going to be by Sharon.
Soren.
The goal is going to count. Port District are going to win by 2 goals, but it was so much closer than that. Final score on the scoreboard as TJ goes off to find some award winners. It's going to be Port District's 7-12. That's 54. Glenunga. They're already removing the Glenunga score. They really shouldn't until the goal umpires have clear. 6-6-42. What a game. What a finish. We were literally going to sleep at about the 13-minute mark. Port District 3 goals up. Had bottled up beautifully. Glenunga found a way to kick 2 unanswered goals. Had their chances, made a game of it, but couldn't get that last shot on to force the draw or possibly the win. There'll be another game on after here at Port Districts. We'll get some final scores from you. TJ, as soon as you start the interviews, I'm going to come out with my phone to take some photos. Okay? Until then, good luck TJ. Some scores around the other grounds. What do we got here? We've got Broadview leading St. Peter's by 18. So Broadview are going to get their third win. That one is over. Prince Alfred have run their 6th game of the year, so it's going to be Prince Alfred and Glenunga, both with 6-1. Prince Alfred have won 96-49 over Brighton. That leaves Sacred Heart and Tea Tree Gully. It was Sacred Heart who were leading early. So TJ to bring the players over. Yeah, Sacred Heart, oh boy, they're doing it on the bit. 23 minutes, they're ahead by 86 points on our way to 22. So it's going to be the Glenunga Princes with Sacred Heart a game behind. Port District are going to be with Sacred Heart. Tea Tree Gully are going to be 50. And just getting Tommy Javor to the pitcher. He's racked up his players. I'm going to take a break myself. Down at some cameras. We'll leave your hands of the great Tommy Javor.
Yeah. On now. And welcome. What a game of how was Harry?
That was just magnificent. Good line. Yeah, great. Yeah.
Well, debut and a goal on debut. How did that feel?
It felt amazing just to get that goal and really brush nerves off. It's good.
Well done, mate. You've won the Archie Thongs. Congratulations. There. Well done. I'm sure you're in for a long career. Well done, mate. All right. Harry, let's go get a photo. And we're about to do 3 more awards in just a sec. Right, Harry. Stuck off. Yeah, sorry. Excellent. All right, can I just get Go. Straight in. And here we are at beautiful Luxuries, an unbelievable game. 12-point winners, Port District. First off, I've got the band player of the day, the Mighty Current Kitchen voucher. Bernie Gould, well done, Ben. That's for you.
Thanks, mate.
Well done, mate. Your work rate today, off the ball and with the ball, unbelievable. How do you went?
Yeah, not too bad, hopefully. Credit the teammates to get me out in the open, so it's not all just me.
Beautiful level as well, mate. Your first half was you. Even what you're doing with pressure on, you must be really proud of you.
Yeah, it's a good game.
Well done, mate. Congrats on the win. And next up, we've got our player of the day, Lockie Gregg. What a goal. It's more of a team goal because it came off some other take it.
I don't know which one you're talking about. Couldn't be me. Oh,
you kicked it, didn't you?
No, I didn't kick it.
We are working without a net here. That is beautiful. Well, okay, we've got a G with the goal, mate. Did you do something good today?
Oh, yeah, hit a target up 450, but most of the play down back and showed me, so.
No worries, that's why it used to be called amateur football. Either way, mate, you've won the No More Mouth card. There you go. Congratulations on player of the day, whether you did it or not. Congrats on the win.
Thanks, mate.
Right. Okay, and a man that needs no introduction, just did a photo over there, Lockie, over there, and a man that probably needs no introduction, former state captain, captain, Stalwart Footy Club, you stay for the club today.
Yeah, mate, it was, we'll see if you know. They haven't lost, and we start slow, and we really set ourselves for this game, and we executed. We didn't kick straight, which nearly cost us in the end, but yeah, we're very happy. We've got the bye feeling pretty good.
Well done, F. Now, I notice you're sporting the moustache. I've been told it's not fashion, but it is fashionable, isn't it?
Yeah, this one may blow off with a bit of a strong breeze. Nah, we are.
So you've won the Dartfish beanie, and thanks to our good friend Newbones, $100 voucher. Mate, 2 goals today, best on the ground. Congratulations, you're a star. Thank you. Let's go grab a photo. So from TJ here at Largs Reserve, I'm not sure if we're signing off because we are about to sign off. An unbelievable game, close all day. It went down to the very final seconds of the game where a goal from Louis Sherrod sealed it by 12 points. I think Phil is making his way back to the box. Am I throwing back to Phil? So yeah, am I throwing back to Phil? I am throwing back to Phil in the box, but thanks for me here today. Thanks to District hosting us at Glenunga on a tremendous effort.
Thank you very much, TJ. Like a very well-oiled machine. Just wanted to come back to give the final scores from around the grounds. I'll please give the very likely broad beating St. Peter's by 18 points. It was good with Saints by about 40 over Old Ignatius. Sacred Heart, 86 points over Tertiary Gully and Prince Edward. They eventually took it Brighton by about 47 points. Leads the ladder with Glenunga, Salford with 1 loss. Sacred Heart, a Port District side for third with 2 losses. I think Tertiary Gully still on the 5, a game ahead of Broadview. Goodwood Saints have 2 wins now. St. Peter's and Old Ignatius just the 1. Game next week, Port District, Goodwood Saints, Brighton, Tertiary Gully, Broadview Up Nations, St. Heart and St. Peter's. A game of the week will be at Park 9, Salford Old Collegians and Glenunga. Thanks to our sponsors and Banner Crew News, Buddy Bear, Nearmore, Mouthguard, Sport, Roller Dice Racing, Arch Sandals, New Balance, Dart Sports Interactive, and the Mighty Current Kitchen. Today, Adelaide Footy League Facebook page. Thanks to T, thanks as well to Toya and to Liam, Boss John Douglas, and all the filming Footy family. We're going to a week off this week, King's birthday long weekend before we go and support Prince Alfred and Glenunga. Today, Port District sees by 68, Glenunga by 3 points in the beat. In the A's, Port District with a goal on the siren, winning by 12. So for saying thanks for tuning in, been watching the Adelaide Footy League. Thanks to Filming Footy.
9 News teaming up with the Adelaide Footy League. Tom Moran on the ground, your club. Thursday night, spring communities through footy.